What if I want a fat bitch? What? Why couldn't I want a fat bitch if I want a fat bitch?
But you don't want a fat bitch.
But big girls need love too.
No, fat bitches don't do much. They just sit around. They'll just sit around.
Okay. Yo, you're about to offend so many people, bro.
They won't
You better be lucky you're not He's recording. Oh my God.
They won't bark. They just sit around. You ain't got to feed them that much. Because if you feed them too much, they'll stop moving. Know what I'm saying? What if
I'm not even gonna add my 2 cents anymore.
A fat bitch. What is something great about fat bitches, man? Something great. You know, fat bitches can provide for you. They can provide warmth.
I knew that was the first thing I come out of his mouth, bro.
They can provide extra cushion. They can provide good food. Mm-hmm. You know, they might even want good food. They can put you on some new shit. You know what I'm saying?
So thick that everybody else in the room is so uncomfortable.
And when they walk around, depends on where they at.
Drake bar. There you go.
Depends on where they at. They might not make that much noise. I'm saying.
He said he gonna be like stood behind him.
But look, the bad thing about fat bitches though is somebody coming in trying to rob you and shit, they may not bark enough in time. They may get the little earth and they might get tired.
I swear to God, we just had this conversation last time. I swear to God, we had this exact conversation just now. You with what you just said about the bitch not barking. Like, I swear we just had this fucking conversation. The timelines are concluding together in my head. Oh my God.
Concluding like the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
No, as in like the DC Universe, actually.
Oh, darkness. Darkness.
I love the MCU, though.
Batman fucking all the bitches in the universe, but he can't save himself from getting killed by the Joker. Ain't that some shit?
First off, Joker's that nigga. I don't give a fuck. Joker's like...
If Batman wasn't such a bitch and he killed people, Joker wouldn't be that nigga no more, would he?
Fucking the Flash don't kill people. He's still that nigga. What you talking about?
All that nigga does is run from everybody.
Yo, you are not about to disrespect my favorite DC hero.
And just like the nigga like old girl brother that got killed in fucking was it Infinity War? That niggas get slapped. Fast niggas get caught. All you gotta do is just put your hand out and you can just sleep them niggas.
Nigga said, stupid.
You knock that fast ass nigga the fuck out in fucking Infinity War and shit. Or Ultron. It was Ultron,
what fucking, oh my God.
I forgot that nigga name.
Quicksilver.
Yeah, knocked that nigga the fuck out. He was running and shit. Thought he was cool, then he got knocked the fuck out.
Nah, I thought the funniest shit in Age of Ultron, this nigga saw Thor's hammer in midair. He was like, oh, I got that. Oh, motherfucker.
Yeah,
like the way he got slumped trying to be slick. That shit was so funny.
Yeah, that nigga thought he was fucking cool trying to grab the fucking Thor hammer and shit. That nigga got pulled to fucking damn near halfway across the fucking map and shit. What's wrong with that nigga?
If I was one of them, I would want to be either Quicksilver or the dude that disappears. What's his name?
Darkseid? This is Darkseid?
Nightcrawler.
I'm like
Yeah, that's X-Men, but still Marvel related.
No, that's still Marvel.
Yeah, it's still Marvel, yeah. It's X-Men.
I don't know, man. Me and a Merc with a mouth.
I want to be...
Me and a Merc with the mouth, Deadpool. That's a lot of ugly, but a lot of funny too, man.
So technically, you fuck niggas and bitches too, right?
I don't judge.
Deadpool does that?
Yeah, it's alluded. It's alluded
that he'll fuck anything, or he'll be fucked. But he's a fuck boy.
But he's like he's half dead.
He's not homophobic. No, he's not. He's just one of those characters that's just whatever or whoever. Like I was watching the first Deadpool movie the other day, and he pinned the pizza boy to the wall like, "You come near ever again or whatever. You're gonna learn all about my hard spots too. That came out wrong, or did it?" I was like, "Yo, this thing is wild, bro." Like, can you imagine being scared to death or somebody about to kill you, or whatever, and he kiss your cheek? I would just be like,
it's like Omar in The Wire.
Alright,
when that nigga went to prison, that nigga stabbed him in his butt and then he kissed him on his fucking neck. That was crazy, bro. Like, what kind of shit? That's somebody you never want to like see ever in life, bro. Because that nigga basically would do anything to you, my nigga, even if he liked or disliked you. Like, what?
Hey, look, how do y'all feel about this? So, real quick, this is a scene where the main guy and girl, they're talking about having kids. She's pregnant. They already had one kid, but she's pregnant, trying to tell him. You said you wanted a boy first, right? Yeah. Well, I want a girl this time. We'll see. I want one too. You think Junior will make a good big brother someday? Yeah, in about 9 months from now. I like Alex. I'd rather Andrea or Aurora. I like Amani, to be honest. I know you did. You know what I mean. No. Why not? It's pretty, and so is she. So we're not naming our baby after a girl you used to have a thing for. What if we had another boy? We're not this time at least. If we did, then he'd be Alex. I like Alex as a boy more than a girl. Doesn't matter, but that's just what I choose. That works. And if we had a girl, then we have a girl. When we have a girl, then Andrea or Aurora. Perfect. Cute. Alexander James Vaughn, or whatever. It's gonna be a girl. We'll see. You will when I prove you wrong. Nah, wait till you get pregnant again. It's over. My baby, my name. This baby that's gonna be coming out in 9 months, her name is gonna be Andrea or Aurora. I'll put 20 on it. Just wait till I put another baby in you. Just watch. Oh my God! Our son is going to have a little sister. Brother. Soy idiota de caralo. How you gonna try to insult me in a language I taught you? Oh my God, I'm pregnant. Are you dumb? I'm pregnant, my guy. I'm pregnant right now. We're having a girl.
That's such some New York shit. That's such a New York scene right there. My guy, that's such a New York scene.
So pretty much that scene, easy breakdown. She was trying to tell him she's pregnant, but the dickhead was not getting the hint. Notice he said, wait till I put another baby in you. Nigga, I'm telling you we're having a little girl. You just like not paying attention. That's how oblivious I feel like I'm gonna be. I'm not even gonna cap. Niggas just gonna talk about it and be like, congratulations on your baby. What baby? Your girl said you having a fucking... Exactly. Hey, is there any way to turn the sound up on this bitch? Because I can't even hear myself on the mic.
Hey, Dre.
Yo. All right, yeah, I hear myself now. A little bit. It's kind of
that the original one? Hey, Dre.
Yes,
Like
nigga.
the one I...
Yes, nigga.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah. All right. Mofos or great, lovable women and aunties that are beautiful and side chicks that are doing their part in their corners.
Wow.
What, man? What?
The side chicks that are doing their things in the corner. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to let that be.
And of course, shout out all the fat bitches.
Shout them out. Everybody needs love.
Shout out
to the original fat bitches, you know what I'm saying? That hold it down, that ain't got to eat much, that don't got to do much, that really just be chilling. Shout out to all the original fat bitches, first of all. And shout out to anybody that's viewing, doing their part, or taking their time out to really enjoy this listenable experience today.
Listenable. You got me there, Chief.
Yes, listenable, my nigga. Listenable.
I want this bit. Come on, the fuck.
But
all right, so we're having a little public.
You're having a little technical difficulty.
I'm having a little technical difficulty trying to make this bitch go live.
This nigga trying to go live and he don't even know how to work it.
I do. It's just like piss poor.
Piss poor.
I give up.
When niggas have difficult times, we do difficult measures and we do just great presentation of what that means.
Speaking of difficult measures, how would you feel if you gave a girl...
When niggas are fucking up, this is the music you're gonna hear every single time. When niggas say some such shit, you're gonna hear this. When niggas talk about shit when they're in difficult situations, you're gonna hear this music every single time.
Keep it light.
Now, if you have any disagreements about this music, you can go on another fucking podcast because we don't give a fuck what you think, okay? Listen. What are you about to say, sir?
Why not that he put you on blast like that?
We give a fuck what y'all think. We're doing this for the people.
No, we fucking don't give a fuck what y'all think. We do what the fuck we want to do, and y'all gonna watch or listen. Okay?
This nigga look like...
All right.
That's crazy.
All right, now.
In the works.
If you don't know what it is. It's the DZN Podcast. My name is Dre. And if you want to follow me, RETROD.R.E and DZN Podcast, D.Z.N.Podcast on Instagram, DZN Podcast Network on YouTube, DZN Podcast on all podcasting platforms. So, where can they find you at, sir?
Well, they already know they can find me on young_Pluto08 on Instagram.
Okay. You?
Once again, I'm back. It's your boy Travis. You know you can always find me at the King Bread from Queens on Instagram if you want to follow the business code. See how I can promote your stuff, whatever your talent is, whatever your art. You can go ahead and hit me up on, at the Kings Queens Project Code. No periods, no underscores, all one word. That's the Kings Queens Project Code. Let them know that here we go.
All right. Also, you can find him at your nearest light-skinned woman's house or Spanish chick's house.
This nigga really trying to put me out here.
Or a few years ago at your favorite white woman's house.
All right, first off, I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, y'all know how we start the show. We start with the raps.
This nigga really just tried to do that.
You can't say shit back.
I really can't.
We start with the raps and the beats and all that other stuff. So, whether they do, we about to get to it. Okay? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Now I'm having a technical.
Now you're having the fuck up.
Now I am having a fuck up.
Yeah, you're having a fuck up.
I am having a fuck up. Know what?
You got it. You said you're going to
fucking up.
I mean, we can do an acapella. Here we go. 1, 1, 2, 3 to the 4. My niggas on Dre. We in the dough. We in the... I'm not a rapper. Let me stop.
I'm not a rapper.
Yeah.
Hold up. Let me restart that. I ain't fucking up no more. Damn it.
Hey, Dre.
Help me out. Yeah. Help me out. Yeah. Help me out. Yeah.
It's the DZN Podcast, talking shit, and you know it's the podcast best in the motherfucking universe. Every time you do this shit, you know that we get to work. It's the DZN Podcast, doing this every Monday on the pod flip, and you know that we got it, and we talking hot shit, anything we got on our mind. So, talk about sports, music, and life, and other stuff, hot topics, and you know what it is. It's the DZN Podcast, and to get with the grip, it's Dre on the mic, and you know what it is. I got the grits with the beats and the raps. So over there about to spit some crack. I'ma let him go, and I'ma stop this right here, right now, and you know it's hot shit.
I be doing shit great. I just got a call from my dog. Hope he's okay. I've been barking at the moon. I've been barking for this pay. I just took up the whole roof. I've been barking all day. Heard these niggas, they been some fuck. Oh shit.
Damn. Get the beat back, and you know it's a hot shit. DZN Podcast, we back on this bitch. Oh, this motherfucker, and you know these other people talk about what it is on the uppercutter. Niggas hit him like Mike Tyson and knock him out and do him everything like all that shit. What they talk about and need or they want in the world. Talk about all the shit, all the cars and girls, anything else they got that they need and want. Ain't really much of shit that they got to jump. So, it's the DZN Podcast, doing this every Monday. This Dre, Zo, and Nas on the clip, and we got a few more episodes for the shit. It's real, and we going back to the beginning. And we gonna start over with the rebrand, that's the winning. Ain't no reason to lose, cause we doing this every day to learn this shit. Food, getting the shit like it's Monday morning and shit. Getting that breakfast on the food in this bitch. DZN Podcast, we killing this shit. Oh, nigga.
Yeah, like my beat. Yeah, like my...
Okay, Knuckle Cracks. Knuckle Cracks. A.K.A. DJ Knuckle Cracks over there. Let's make some noise for him. I already know what it is. DJ Knuckle Cracks in the building.
Yo, DJ.
Wow. Yeah, man, but it's the DZN Podcast, man. Y'all already know what's going on in the BUILDING in the building. DZN Podcast with the grip. Y'all already know what it is with the clip. Now, let's get to some music shit. Did y'all listen to Drake new music that he dropped on Friday?
Nope.
I heard the song, that's it.
AKA him dropping on some throwaway Playboy Cardi type beats. Or probably what he should have maybe rapped over.
Wow.
That and maybe a little soulful joint with Rick Ross, you know. It was all right, but you know, it is what it is. And the other joint with Lil Baby, he said in one line, he just had sex today. Okay, we expect that, my nigga. So what? I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't hear the Baby one, obviously, because I don't really like
Lil Baby.
Oh, Little Baby.
Baby, yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Okay,
Well,
got you.
I still didn't hear it, but yeah, I'll listen to it. What's the name of it?
I don't know. Oh, Once It Needs.
It's crazy. I wrote a song back in 2015 when we were still in school together called Wants and Needs. I ended up changing it to A Desire, calling it A Desire instead of just Want Needs. I wanted to give it something more soulful.
Sound like a throwaway weekend track.
It kind of was. It kind of was in a way. It was one of those songs that, you know, you play on a little trip or whatever, but something that's still a vibe that, you know, shorties can, you know, either drop it like it's Hot Tool and fucking just niggas could just vibe with it. But it's kind of one of those upbeat type songs. It wasn't nothing to be super romantic or anything.
All right, but so we're gonna start this week with Zoe. He had a topic that he wanted to bring up, and he had a little story that he wanted to tell about somebody he knows.
All right, bet we.
Nah, it's a different type of story.
This nigga.
Yo, before he even tries to put me on blast, this is a conversation he started before the podcast.
We're gonna get to that, but sir.
But Zoe, please do. We want to hear your story.
So this is gonna segue into the story. When I was on my way here, I noticed that, okay, so there was this homeless guy on this side of the street, as they do. And I pulled up and I had to stop at a light. And the dude came up to my window and I was like, he said, "Do you have any spare change?" And to keep it a band, I'm like, I realized like, all I got is my card. Like I don't ever carry like, you know, change in cash with me. The only thing I can get this nigga some Bitcoin, to be honest. Cause niggas not gonna, they're gonna run out of that. They're not gonna be able to do that no more. Cause niggas don't got change.
Right.
And the value of the American dollar, they getting rid of that shit slowly but surely. For real. So
The only thing we gonna be able to do is get these niggas Bitcoin now.
Or stocks.
Or stocks.
NFTs.
Huh. I didn't even think about it like that.
So they gonna have to start doing some other shit because they can't. Obviously, they can't beg for change.
Well, some people might have to sell what they can sell best. So,
whether it be themselves or something they own.
Hey, the card don't work that way, brother. You can't use the card.
Niggas will pay anything for that.
Right.
Depends on who it is, of course, but you know.
100%.
And how it's marketed.
You never know. You honestly.
Anyway.
I mean, wow. That shit really just took a second for me to really process. I was still going on with what you said, but then this nigga said the marketing shit. I'm like, wait, what? Wow.
Hey, if you don't know how to market nothing, man, you can't sell shit.
Honestly, like real talk though, I really feel like it's important for everybody to have at least one marketing or business class to at least attend to have some kind of idea just for yourself. Because someone can tell you about it, but they could be, you know, giving you some bullshit.
So
to
are
try
you
to scam
suggesting motherfuckers trying to sell their body should go to marketing class?
No. Not trying to set. Fuck. Well, even then, fuck it. I mean, you do what you do. Don't necessarily recommend it, but I mean, like, if this is something you're really trying to pursue, you're trying to like make money off of something, and you're in school and you're actively able to do it, I think that's a class that at least everyone should try to take. Like, like there should be a class for taxes, but there isn't. So do what you can, you know, with business. You know, everybody's trying to make $1, at least trying to make it honestly. Do what you can.
I mean, just think of all the women that are selling pussy and they don't know how to market it right. You know how much time
it's
they're wasting?
impossible to market that wrong, Dre.
No.
You said to
market it wrong?
It's almost impossible unless you're...
Hold on, no, wait.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
Oh, shit.
Wait.
I fucked up, my bad, yo.
I'm trying to rebuke what I just said.
It's out there now, buddy.
You can definitely market. Pussy can definitely get marketed wrong, my nigga. What?
So what I'm trying to say is it's hard to market that shit wrong. Because unless you're being a complete, like, bozo. And some niggas might like that. Some niggas might like that to keep it a band.
Yeah. Alright, so you know what? I'm gonna keep it fair for the shorties. I'm gonna keep it real for the shorties. You know, fucking selling dick on the corner, bro. How you gonna do that right? Like, I mean, nah. This is why
Dick is not that marketable. It all depends.
Whoa!
It all depends
I don't
on-
care. No,
It
I'm saying
is.
this real quick for us. I'm saying this real quick for us. All right.
Not that.
They may make the rules because they got pussy make the rules. Whatever.
Allegedly.
I'm not even gonna repeat what he said with the allegedly thing. Anyway, I digress. Even when it comes to marketing yourself, because I don't want to just leave it to dick or ass or whatever you're doing with yourself. Think about how we're looked upon, right? Whenever a shorty does something, a lot of times they get away with it. I don't want to say get away with it because they still get frowned upon, but they get more heat when they do it. But as soon as they do wants to try something similar, the judgment is, I want to say, almost just as bad or just under a little less of because of how they're looked at on it.
So you saying we low key got more we're more marketable, low key.
I'm saying low key simply because, like, take it like this, right? With some females you can date or some guys you may date, I don't discriminate. Whoever you may date could be just as freaky as you or a little more. They just may know how to manipulate you better so you don't see it coming out all at once. No pun intended. But with that being said, take it the same way if you were selling yourself or whatever. You could be we all could be, chilling one day or whatever. Next thing you know, I'm on the block. I see my man Zoe, hey, yo, I'm selling healthy dick about $60 an hour, y'all. No STDs, no kids, got clipped. What's up with it? Some shorties just might be in the mood. Like, all right, I'm stressed out from work, whatever. But niggas will judge females quicker. Like, oh, the whole team done ran through that. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why that whole marketing strategy would be fucked as is anyway, regardless of what gender you are.
End of the day, niggas still buying pussy. And OnlyFans pages.
I'm never doing that.
You're never doing it. But some nigga out there right now ain't got
You can get it. You can get it. You can get it. Like, yo.
ain't got nothing to do, ain't got no hope.
Not no hope.
That nigga ain't, but he got a lot of bread or he has money that he's willing to spend. He's gonna click in the bio. He might even get Pornhub Premium. Who knows? But still.
Be real, fellas. Have you ever seen Pornhub? Have actually been to the site? I'm about to put y'all on blast.
Who doesn't?
Oh, y'all lame. Y'all be going to the what's the word I'm looking for? The mainstream shit. You guys gotta be inventive.
Not me. I don't really like it's too much. Like, I just want to.
So you go through the back pages. So you go on a deep dark web to get into the deep dark pussy that you do.
First off, no. You go into the dark web, you're flagged for life, and that's not something I have any business or any concern under being. I mean, this is all right. So I had a professor once say to me, when you search something up for like any kind of research purposes, don't be afraid to go past the second or third page on Google. I said I was looking for a video part, like a skate video, not a porn thing, nothing related to it, just a skate video, right? And I knew it wasn't on YouTube, but I knew I had to find this video because there was a certain part in the video I wanted to see, and I finally found it after getting like to page 12. I feel like you guys just don't trust or believe me right now, but I promise you, when I was looking for a skate part, I think it was the Minute Marty, not the Minute Marty part. What part was it? It was I can't think of what part it was. No, matter of fact, it was the City Stars part that came out, I want to say, early 2000s or late 90s or whatever, with Paul Rodriguez and a couple other people on City Stars. And I couldn't find the part I wanted to look for, but eventually I just kept scrolling, and I found it. And I'm saying the same thing with like porn or whatever, guys. And sometimes you'll find something that'll really bust your head and you'll just educate yourself with it. Like, this is a thing? How have I never thought about doing this in sex or some shit? Like, I'm an educational person. I love learning. I legit, on Netflix, they had this, like, I don't know what it was called, porn something, like some kind of documentary. And I'm like, I want to see how their lives are outside of this, like when people retire from the adult industry film. Like, I'm very curious. And there was still so much that I feel like a lot of people watching these films don't realize that that's put into it. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, yo, a lot of that has to be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. So that's why, that whole dark net shit, dark web, leave that shit alone. But if you have personal interest, man, Pornhub got everybody twisted. Because if I'm not mistaken, I think there was this big thing within the past year or whatever that if I'm not mistaken, I heard this from a friend of mine from back home that they were getting rid of a lot of like, I don't want to call it homemade videos or whatever, because there was a lot of underage content or some shit like that.
The real community section.
Yeah, that shit. And it was like, you never know what you're watching, but be careful. That's why that whole dark web shit. Well, I wouldn't know how to get to that stuff to begin with, but still, I wouldn't go searching for any of that.
You know where I thought you was finna go?
Where?
Like typing in skate shit on the fucking.
Yo, I shit you not. I want to say it might have been like 5 years ago. I forgot what skate team did this, but they put a whole video part. I don't think it was on Pornhub. It might would have been on one of those like other small porn sites. Like I can't think of any of them, but yeah, for the porn watchers out there, it was on some site. For the skaters out there, I think y'all know what I'm talking about. I saw it because someone sent me a link to it, and I'm like, no, they did not put a whole 40-minute part on some porn site. The part was insane, mind you. Fuck busting the nut. The part was insane. The video part was so insane. But somebody definitely did put I can't remember what team did it, but some team put a whole skate part on some kind of porn site, and the shit was hilarious.
You know some shit I heard about the other day. So it was just like it was like this podcast on YouTube. They was talking about like how hard it was to really like get popping on Twitch. And actually, and you know how sometimes, like, you know how it's really kind of difficult for the most part, except for like on TikTok and some other place that get like natural viewers and engagement. Well, one of the dudes on there was like, yo, what if I just posted game and shit on Pornhub? What if I just did that? Like, no freaky shit. What if I just posted game and shit and started live streaming on Pornhub? I was like, what the?
So they post like crazy grind for 9 hours, and niggas just like,
yo, clickbait at its finest. That's so funny. Because either way, the nigga get the views.
Skateboarders could do that shit so easy. Oh, I'm skating tranny down a pair of stairs.
Yo,
I'm going tranny on a set of stairs.
Nigga said, I love riding tranny. I'm not gonna hold you. When I was younger, I remember I said that to the wrong person.
24-hour slide. Watch now.
All right. All right, bucko. Like, I remember when I was younger, I've always hated, let me say this correctly. I've always disliked skating transition.
I'm doing a tail slide down a rail. Oh, shit.
I mean, hey, tail slides are fun, especially if you know how to do it. But anyway.
Doing a tail slide down a rail. Yo.
But now, like, all right. And in skate terms, we call transition tranny, or some people just refer to it as transition. I've never been I've never been one to enjoy skating tranny. I wish I was better at it. I'm not that kind of transitional style skater. I got friends that are, but I remember I said that. It was me and my homies. We were going to this little like schoolyard or whatever to go skate. And I remember this girl just gave me the most disgusted look or whatever. Like, oh my God, you're sexist type look. I'm like, because I said I don't fuck with tranny, bitch, I'm a skater. I don't fuck with skating transition. I don't fuck with that coping shit. I'm good. Give me some stairs or a ledge. I'm good. Or flat. But it was just so awkward. Like, how many times can you guys say in the most recent years, you said something out of context? And it's like, no matter what you do to try to get yourself out of that, I don't even know why I'm talking to y'all, especially these two meatheads, because we do this shit every podcast.
What are you talking about, sir? I have no idea what you're talking about.
You know what? If you don't, I don't either.
No idea what you're talking about, sir.
No idea what you're talking about,
sir.
Buddy. No idea what you're talking about.
Mr. Slip Ups.
Well, first, no, Mr. Slip Up here. How many times did we have to edit him saying a certain something out? I'm not gonna get to detail. I almost got into detail and told ourselves, but
look at you about to telling yourself.
Man, I have nothing to hide.
Yes, you do.
Wait, so is tranny like the one where you go up and down?
Yeah, just any kind of transition, like with ramps or quarter pipes and shit like that, quarters. That's considered transition.
So it's possible to end up sliding down a quarter pipe.
When you're skating a quarter, you're skating tranny. It's legit transition. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to make this overly gay, but you're not about to catch me with that.
But why is it called a quarter pipe when it's like a
quarter of the way?
No, that's halfway.
No, half pipes are different. You have half pipes, quarter pipes, and then you have.
So a quarter pipe is just boom.
Half of it.
Oh, and then half pipe is like this.
So
full pipe would be like
all the way around.
All the way around. Okay.
But yeah. Bowls, like certain bowls are so fucking scary. I tried to skate a bowl once when I first moved out here. This I knew I still had a long way to go with skateboarding. There's this park out here, Marsh Creek, and I didn't skate the big bowl. The big bowl is like it's death. I've never seen anybody skate it. But the bigger one in there, it's not too crazy. I called myself. I rolled in. I skated into the bank regular, and then I just kept riding down the bank switch or whatever, just to get used to the whole pumping shit of it. That's another thing too. You don't pump, you're gonna get broke so fast, especially if you don't know how to skate. But I pumped up the half pipe or whatever, got to the other end, tried to skate the coping, and for me, my biggest fear is going up and crashing down. That's why I don't like skating transition or whatever, because I wanted to be good at enough to where I can skate over the camper, like air over the coping. Sad to say, I've never done it, but I'm not depressed about it because I'll leave it to the ones that can't.
So what is airing over the coping?
All right, so let me take it like this.
Is it like your board is like on?
So say this is the coping, right? This is the middle part of the transition that you're skating, the ramp part. This is the ramp. This is the coping.
Mm-hmm.
So some people, when you skate, you can skate the coping, do a trick on it like 5-0, front tail grab, skating over the
front tail grab.
Yeah, so like coming up this side, front tail, and you're grabbing the front side of your board, transition back down to fake you at a regular, however you want to do it. Now, skating over the coping is like skating air, pretty much. So, like if you do a kickflip or whatever, that's just a regular kickflip. If you're doing like a front side flip, you're going over the coping, or some people just do it without going completely over the coping. But to do certain grab tricks, you kind of have to go over the coping to get the hang time in the air for it. But yeah. Boom, my chest.
All right, I apologize. You were like talking about something.
Yeah, I'm like, we went from fucking fat bitches to transition to tranny to knocking people out. I'm sorry.
Don't forget porn.
And porn.
It's like, but yeah, so.
It's like, nah.
So
you should have did that like an hour ago now, bro. You really should have did that an hour ago. Get rid of that.
But yeah, so for the people, begging for change, gonna have to do a different thing to achieve success in whatever they're trying to do. And speaking of success, I have and I actually don't even want to cut that part out. I don't even want that part. I just want to just talk about this subject.
All right.
Okay. So a lot of times it's like we envy people for, certain things and view them as like, oh, how did I not get there? Like, what's separating me from them? And it's like we don't really catch ourselves in the moment. Like, say we're in school and then like we're just going through the motions. And just going through the motions and you get out. Or when you get out, you just get an ordinary position. You get ordinary shit. The nigga who got the Porsche at the end of the day, who was getting extraordinary shit, just pushed himself a little bit harder. He just went to the edge and pushed himself further.
Push me to the edge.
And everyone who got to the edge and went back, they didn't get as much.
See, but also you got to realize that's not always the case. And I said that all right, so for example, I don't like being envious of anybody, but earlier today I caught myself bad. I was on the phone with my brother, and I'm like, man, like, cause I'm trying to be a successful writer, right? You see in front of me, I'm out here editing my stuff and just proofreading and trying to put my shit together. But I was going through stuff for the past month with this whole writing thing with businesses, trying to find an attorney to become established and shit like that. But everything costs, right? And then on the music aspect of things, I'm like, damn, how the fuck did some of these rappers catch a break like this? But we don't know what they had to do to get there entirely.
They had investors.
But yeah, look what they all had in common. Look what they all had in common though. Mm-hmm. All the money they had went to what they wanted to do.
Right.
90% of people don't do that.
Right.
They don't cross that line. They feel like there's a line and they'll just say, "Oh, that's too much," and go back. The niggas who didn't say that are probably most likely got some success out of it.
Right, and I agree with that 100%, but I'm still saying you could still I'll put this in a way that one of my boys said this, my boy Tyler. He said, and I quote, "If I only had 50% today, I'm going to give you 110% of that 50% I got." And let's just put that into funds to get to where you want. I could put as much money as I possibly can into this podcast, right? Especially with the whole rebranding process. I could put as much as we can, and God forbid, it doesn't get anywhere. You know what I mean? I put that money into something to where other people can look back and be like, granted, we may have stopped at like, say, season 5 or something, right? We only had 5 seasons when it should have or could have been more. You know what I'm saying?
So
what happened?
Are you saying you already have 5 seasons? I don't understand. Like, are you saying they didn't get this success because of?
No. I'm saying that you could put as much work as much money and work ethic and drive as you want into it, but some things are just not meant for you, and you have to figure that out on your own.
No. I don't even believe that anymore.
I try not to. Don't get me wrong. I try not to believe that. I'm just saying, like, as a realist, that not that it's not cut out for you.
I'm going to explain to you why. Like, there's a such thing as that mentality that you have to be born a certain way to do certain things. It's not physical. Now, look, everyone's going to be LeBron. I get that. That's something that's untouchable. But like,
to say you can't be good
at anything, just saying that you couldn't be good at any given thing, you're lying to yourself. And then you're getting to that point, and you're like, oh, it's too hard, I'm gonna give up. And then your body gives up before your mind.
I'm saying the success rate. Like, yeah, you can push yourself just as hard, but who said you're gonna get noticed like LeBron did or still is? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
You will receive some success from pushing yourself over your limit. Right. You will receive some success. Now, if a Porsche is your goal and you push yourself and somehow you end up short, now you have a fucking Mercedes. I mean, the levels vary, but eventually, I believe if you keep on doing it, there's no stopping how high you can go.
That's what I try to believe. That's what I truly try to believe that. And earlier today, I got knocked on my ass. But I'm saying
tell me why you think why you think this can't work or whatever situation can't work.
I feel like everybody has a form of self-doubt. We all have to. It's healthy. You don't have any self-doubt when you finally get knocked on your ass. How do you come back from that? That's when everything is going to drown you in it. I'm saying it's not impossible for us to meet those goals to get to that end game. I'm saying that we may not appreciate or understand the level of value that we have getting to a certain point. That's what makes people quit, because they didn't become as recognized as LeBron, but you're still recognized. That's where I feel like a lot of people miss out on and quit.
So there's different things. So if you think success is recognition, there's easy ways to get that.
Right. But like I said, sometimes that's not enough for people, and that's where they lose.
That's where they lose, but they've gotten what they wanted.
Sometimes it's never enough.
That's why I don't think in order to get what you wanted, you got to push yourself. And
that's what I agree with that. If you don't push yourself, you're not going to get anything.
Yeah, if you get it and you don't like it, I mean, you still achieve the goal. So the formula worked.
Right.
You pushed yourself every day or every other day and gave yourself rest, and you got what you wanted. You not liking what you got is a whole different thing.
Exactly. All right. I'll put it even simpler too, because I'm entirely agreeing with you. Because I believe there's levels, and I feel like you have to be appreciative for those levels. All right. So freshman in high school, I was weighing in at like 170 something, right? Sophomore year, I weighed in at like 185. Sophomore year, 195. End of sophomore year, early junior year, 195 to 205. Senior year, I was at 215. After I graduated, I was a solid 230, and I stayed that way for about a year. In my head, I wanted to get bigger and bulkier. I didn't like the super heavy look after I passed 250. Right now, I'm 321, and I've lost weight because the max I've ever been was like at 338, and that's like in the past couple months. So I'm still losing the weight. You ask Dre, I'm outside running almost as many mornings as I can. I'm not gonna say every morning because that'd be a lie. I'm out there as often as I can though. Pushing yourself like to that level of trying to cut weight, losing 20-something pounds in a short amount of time, that's not entirely easy, but you could still do it. You just have to be willing to put in the work. Now I'm saying you could finally get to that goal and still not like how you look. Like I said, I wanted to be 250 and a thick size, because I was at one point before I started at our community college. Before I started there, I was a great size. Like looking back now, I realized I was great, but at that moment, I didn't appreciate it. So now me trying to get back to it, I understand the value of appreciative, like just being appreciative for that. That's what I'm saying. People get lost in the matter of. That's why people feel like they can't do something, because they lose the mindset of how much something is valuable within themselves. That's what I'm saying. Not a lot of people will make it. You get what I'm saying? Now you get what I'm saying? Like, that's where I feel like it's lost.
Yeah. But at that point, you could call that giving up.
Exactly.
That's so what I'm saying not to give up.
You have to push you have to push yourself past that. Exactly. See, we're on the same point. I just love these kind of conversations. You always got to go deeper into it. Dre, your opinion on the fact, or change the subject?
I just like to say, never give up, and always shout out to the fat bitches, to the real fat bitches.
Shit, they treat me like John Cena can't see me.
But I mean, like, I don't mean like fat bitches and fat women. I mean the real fat bitches, like the original, the OG fat bitches.
You lost me, dog. Where you going with this?
Just saying, like, never give up on the pros of needing to get maybe one the fat bitch sometimes.
Bro, you got something you want to tell us, bro? Because you've been talking about fat bitches for like the past 2 hours now. What's up with you?
What the fuck are you talking about?
I am not discriminating, bro. Get you a big girl, get you some love, but I don't know where you've been going with this, bucko.
Nah, but on a serious note, though, on the never giving up topic, pretty much there's always going to be a moment in life where you may struggle, and it may be the point where you may or may not want to survive, or may feel like you can't. But at the end of the day, it's all on you. At the end of the day, there's nothing else you can do about it. And at the end of the day, however you find your solace, as in spiritual, physical, intellectual meanings of trying to actually achieve and get what you want out of life, it's always going to be on you. But you have to figure out what your purpose is on this earth, because everybody has something that they really want or need to do. They just don't know how to get there or how to do it. Right. Some people may need a teacher. Some people may need a moment. Some people may need just a space and time to really get themselves right. And at the moment in their life, they may not have that, or they may have been born in a situation where that wasn't even possible for them. So...
Well, yeah. In America, I'll say this: the rules work of like achieving stuff. That stuff works in America. Sometimes they don't, in certain parts of America too.
I mean, well, actually, no. I kind of concur with that. I don't actually have anything to disagree or hear this. I actually don't have anything to like debate on that. I believe it's definitely certain parts of America for sure.
But that's everywhere.
Yeah, it's everywhere, but I feel like, to really dive deep into it, certain places, I'm not going to say do better than others, because everywhere has their own shit, but to really notice certain shit, you got to venture out, see it for yourself. For example, like, just on the note of seeing shit, right, and I'm not going to take long on talk about this. I've seen more people get their ass whooped in a fight, being jumped, stole on, having something taken from them back home. 100% hands down. I've seen more people get wrecked out here. And this is what I mean. Like, so when I say get wrecked, I mean like you lost before you even threw your hands up. Back home, you always got a fighting chance, but don't mean there's fair ones involved. Because you could either, know how to get yourself out of that situation altogether. Even if you could fight still win. Now, and I don't mean by, walking up and having your arm raised. Just to prove that you did it. You didn't back away. Out here, everybody's so quick to pick up a gun. I'm not saying my city is innocent. We are far from that. But I'm saying, like, you have to witness it for yourself. You can't just say it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to see it for yourself. But back on what y'all were talking about, like you said, it's all over the world. You just have to venture out to see for yourself how bad it is in our own country, in our own backyard.
So, did you have any more on your topic, sir?
Oh, no, that was it.
Okay. Well, next.
Actually, let me rephrase what I said, because sometimes the degree of difficulty can get higher and higher, like, depending on what your situation is.
Right.
But a person in the ideal situation, like, you know, you're young, you're going to school, you're trying to make it happen, and you're striving for something. Just, you know, if you, because there's some positions you can be in where, like, the degree of difficulty can climb pretty fast. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. So, how do y'all feel about trying to get your own place?
Can I go first?
You are excited, sir, so go ahead.
All right. So, I don't even have a car. Let me just make that aware before I even go into detail. That's still in the works, don't get me wrong. So, there's so much into getting a car, your own car, right? And then getting your own place. Now, I feel like, especially when you're getting your own place, now I've moved around a lot as a kid, so I had to pay attention to certain things. And it's like location, setting, and funds, and what you can afford. Getting your own place, some people don't do so well by themselves. I always feel like some people need a roommate so they can learn more about themselves. And that's why I say that. So when you have a roommate, all right, now I've shared a room with my sister for years, one of my sisters for years, two of them for years, actually. And you learn about your space. You learn if you're the snob versus if they are. You learn, how do I say this? You kind of learn what you do and don't like. I'll make another quick example. I had someone living with me when I was living on campus for school. Or even not just the person I was with that I was living with. My friends that would come over from time to time. Now, I never really had anybody on cleanup duty because I always preferred to do it myself to make sure it's clean the way I was taught to clean things, right? But if you made a mess, like a big mess, clean after yourself. You know what I'm saying? They more often than not would. And when it comes to waking up with someone, like my biggest pet peeve is, let's say you're dating someone, right? Let's say you have to get out the door at work at like 6 o'clock and they got to be at work at like 10. There's no reason that if you have to be out the door at like 9:30, that you leave and the bed is not made. That shit irks my soul. I don't want to come back into my room. I don't want to come back into our room and it's a mess. You know what I'm saying? Because like if you could lay there and sleep in it, you should be able to lay there and clean it up with anything you do. You know what I'm saying? But you learn more about yourself once you have a roommate. And if you've had siblings, I don't think you need a roommate at all. Do better about yourself. Because if you've had siblings that you've grown up with and lived with, that's the best way to learn about yourself. Because you have other people there living with you. Like imagine sharing one bathroom or two and it's like mad of you in the house. You know what I'm saying? Like you learn how to be appreciative. You learn how to make sure shit works, clean after your own self. You know what I mean? But it teaches a sense of responsibility when you're doing it on your own. So I'm looking for my own, still looking to have my own means of transportation. But once I get my own car and I start getting really settled, I'm looking for my own place. Like I don't need a roommate. I quite frankly don't even think I really want one. I wouldn't be opposed to having one. Like if it's my brother or even my sister, I grew up with them. We're all adults. Like if we're gonna bitch about something, I'm bitching to my own family. You know what I'm saying? Not someone I'm by blood with. So that's just my take on it. I feel like you have to really have a good sense of what you like, don't like, and where you want to be. Do you really want to wake up 2 hours earlier to get to your job? You know what I'm saying? That's gonna have you there all day from like 5 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night or some shit, just to have another 2 hour long drive back, to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get to work at 6 or something. You know what I'm saying? You want to make sure you have a good schedule. I'm not saying plan everything out OD, but you want to have a good mindset of how you want to do it for sure. Mm-hmm. Like, well, why live in Durham if you work in Idale?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's things to take into account when you're finna buy a house.
Exactly.
Or an apartment, whatever you want to buy.
I'm curious, if you guys had the funds to do it, what would you buy first? Condo, townhouse, loft,
Get a
studio,
house.
house?
Get a house. Because you can flip that shit and sell it later.
Yep. Property values.
Oh, look at you already starting, my man. I see the Instagram going up.
Yeah, man. Gotta do it somehow, some way. You know what I'm saying? I gotta use both my hands. My hands are literally tied right now, so I only can do so much.
What about you, Zoe? What would you get?
So, what would I get? I would get
If
a
you had
house.
the funds to get it. You
Definitely get a
first?
house. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've always been interested in loft style homes. You know what I mean? Not necessarily a house is good, but I'd rather have a house when I know I'm building a family.
Oh, you want to live like Rick Ross music?
No. All right. Have you guys ever seen Power and the kind of loft that Tommy lives in?
Well, goddamn.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking nice. That is something I would like to have for myself. And if I'm dating someone and they come over, that's my kind of crib. You know what I'm saying? 12 windows or whatever. And I don't like heights. I would never be near it. But like something like that, something grand like that. Or if you guys are familiar with the show The Flash and see how the kind of loft that Barry and Iris live in. That shit is huge and it's a beautiful spot.
You know what's crazy? Like, I would never want a 22-room mansion shit like that because,
Honestly,
like,
me neither. It's too much.
yeah, it's like
Fucking around, you got Franklin D. Roosevelt just chilling in another room because he dead. Like, my nigga, when you getting this bitch? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, too much to maintain.
It's like it don't feel like home. I feel like I'm in an auditorium or something. It's like I took a tour of like a $4 million home. It's only I'm not buying, but it's only $4 compared to the $22 million I was talking about. It's only $4 million, and it's like I walk in there. And it's like so much. It looks like it doesn't feel like a home. It feels like a fucking museum. And it just like if I touch anything and it breaks, I just feel like I couldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I gotta feel comfortable in the house. Like maybe a little under $1 million. That's where I'm sticking at.
For a home, like a mansion.
Yeah, because you got rooms and shit, but it doesn't feel like you're I don't know, like you're still in the public.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I see what you're throwing out there. I feel like if I was like really doing it, some people just don't want to be home. Some people don't have a home to get to. Now, if I was really doing it, let's say I had my own house, right? Like at this point, my own family, my own house. If I wanted to have my own little getaway spot or whatever, just me, myself, and I, not somewhere to save my kids or my wife, just, my own little man cave or whatever, where I can just sit and work on my books in private or something, right? Or if I really needed to be with my close friends or something without the distraction. I don't want to call it family distraction, but just the way to isolate yourself.
They can be. Let's keep it a buck.
All right, we'll keep it a buck. Family can be a bit of a distraction. I'll keep it a buck. But
yeah, that's another good thing about getting your own crib. You have an opportunity to reach a new level because you could literally decide from the moment I wake up, I'm gonna do everything the fuck I want to do today. Right. And I don't give a fuck about anything else.
Right. Nobody breaking in your room. Nobody asks you the shit you don't feel like doing.
Exactly.
Nobody saying...
Not saying that you won't have to do some of that shit eventually. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a wife and kid. It's over for your ass.
Hell yeah.
But I'm
but
saying...
at a certain point in your life, when you're trying to go up, you might have to break away a little bit.
Right. But the whole bachelor pad thing, I'm thinking, I would like to have a space for my friends. So, like, let's say that loft I was saying was for me. Let's say I was still able to afford that. Have somewhere where my friends can call home if they have nowhere to go.
Oh, okay. That's what you want to. That's why you would want a bigger home.
Exactly. That's why I said like if I had a spot in the city, right? Like me and my brother was talking about. Let's say me, like we're all pitching in at this point, right? So when we leave, we can sell out our share, move out, and maybe just rent the other spot to someone else. But the goal would be to keep that spot alive for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's say the three of us, all right, let's say we live in the city or whatever, my brother moves in. The loft is big enough for all of us. We just got to section off where we're going to stay, how we're going to do the bed systems, even put up drapes if we need to block it out. Now, let's say it becomes vacated to where no one is there, right? Let's say we're older, much older. We got kids that are teenagers and shit, and let's say they want to take a trip or something. Now, we have somewhere to stay if they wanted to visit New York or something, where elsewhere. We got somewhere to put you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if it's not for us and our homies, you know, we got a spot for our kids that's been there for so long that we're still putting into. But I'm a big dreamer, man.
Yeah.
Big dreamer.
I'm all for family, but if like I gotta take a Segway to go downstairs and get like a chicken sandwich or some shit, and then I have to calculate the fastest route back to my room, it's too fucking.
I think the craziest shit I've seen is an elevator in someone's house and an intercom in the house. If I have to buzz, I think that's the most coolest shit too, low key. Like, if I have to be like, you, breakfast ready, nigga. If you're not down, you too late. It'll be going. Meanwhile, there's only like 4 pieces of bacon up there. Gone. Oh, nigga, you took some. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, one thing I definitely do want, I saw this as a meme too. It was this house that was like, it was one house, but it still had a bridgeway to connect to the other side of the house, and the garage was underneath. And the meme was like, imagine being so mad, yo, meet me on the bridge with your stupid ass. Or whatever, like, yo, bring me my shit. Like, do you know how mad you have to be to walk down from your room to a bridge over the garage to meet someone that's on the other side of the house? You'd be looking dragged. Like, it's cool, but at the same time, like, Travis, sweetie, can you go? No, I'm not crossing that damn bridge in my workshop, bro. Come do what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, too much. It's cool, but at the same time, no. Nope. Not I.
I mean, yeah, I understand. I get it. However, next.
Thank you. Next. Y'all can't send me that song wasn't about. Thank you. Next. Thank you.
Never heard
next. It. Thank you. Next.
Never heard
it. You disrespectful to Ariana, bro. We was just talking about Miss Grundy in the car.
Nigga, I grew up listening to her talk like a mouse for a good like 5 years.
I don't sound like that. Damn it. Bro, that was the most, I'm not gonna hold you. That was some of the most annoying shit I've ever saw growing up, bro. Adorable, great actress. But hearing her talk like this all the damn time? Yo, I wanted to be like, yo. I had a teacher that sounded like that. Gorgeous. I'm not even gonna put myself on blast like that.
She looked good until she saw it.
No, I mean, it wasn't that she had an annoying voice. I flirted with my teacher not knowing it was my teacher, but that's all I'm going to say about it. But
Hey, look, it ain't our fault. Some teachers be shorter than the students.
Bro, and the crazy thing is, I feel like she let me do that, bro.
Hey, maybe she wanted to feel good that day. Who knows?
No, it was the first day of school. I was a freshman. I was literally trying to fit in with the friend group I had.
Me, Romeo, and Roman. Got it.
Nah, bro, you dragging it. Miss B was definitely. I was almost at her full day. I'm glad I cut it off.
Miss B.
But anyway, Miss B. She looked like a student teacher or just an older student, like she was a senior or something. And I don't think any of my homies knew she was a teacher anyway. Cause look, I kid you not, she had her books in front of her like this in front of the classroom, whatever. I'm thinking, oh yeah, we got one or whatever. Like I ain't pulls, whatever. Like time to show that Trav, he may be like little 6 foot tall freshman. Like I got game, whatever. Having no game whatsoever. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. I put this in my book, by the way. Like, is your class? Yeah. Like, oh, where? I'm ABC. She's laughing. She's like, okay, bet, thank you. And I'm like, all right, especially with the whole slang shit. I'm like, oh yeah, we in there. I get in the class, I'm talking to the boys or whatever. First day of school, mind you, I never changed the class so quick. I went from thinking she was a student to a teacher's pet to what the hell did I just do? So, she walked in the room. She looked outside, whatever, like she was waiting for a teacher. She closed the door. She came in. I'm watching all of this play out. She put books on her desk, and I see her looking around at the desk, and she fixed another desk. I'm like, oh, she about to sit down and copy. I was getting ready to wave her over like, I got you a chair. Bro, let me tell you, I was so mistaken, my guy. Yo. And my homies are dying, mind you. So she's like, okay, class. I'm like, no. She's like, okay. And she started writing on the board. I saw M. I'm like, don't say miss. Don't say miss. Don't even say misses. Don't say miss. M.S.B. Let me tell you. This is how it was the entire portion of the class. Cause like, I don't know if y'all did this in high school. They give you a little card or whatever you write, your contact info, your family info, whatever it's like. So in case of emergency type contact cards. And she had us doing that. I'm writing it. She's like, you okay? She wants to touch my shoulder to say I smooth jerk, bro. I'm like, I'm good. As soon as that class was over, I was out the door and I went to the the counselor that changes the classes and shit. I know that lady hated me because I changed my class so many times, yo. But man, I think that was one of the most embarrassing things in high school. She was gorgeous looking back, so it didn't matter to me now. But then, nice one, Travis. I keep embarrassing myself. Well, not embarrassing. I just keep giving y'all stories on this damn podcast.
All right, most embarrassing moment in life so far. Go.
When I came in like 6 seconds. I'm just playing. Can you imagine though, boys?
6 seconds.
Can you imagine, bro? You don't even have enough time to put a rubber on.
Yo, have you seen? I was on TikTok the other day and I seen a little.
I don't call it TikTok.
I seen a little clip of this show.
Okay.
And this dude was about to get in with some chick. It was like a little cartoon show or some shit, right? And he's like, you know how niggas be talking shit. He was like some martial fake Arnold Schwarzenegger type nigga.
Okay.
He was like, yeah, baby, I'm gonna get all up in you, such, right? And then that nigga fucking nutted before he even like got to do like he was sitting in his little car seat bed, and he had the chick over, and she literally just touched that nigga, and he's like, and then he's like, okay, done, and he went to sleep.
Nah, I just saw a post recently. I don't know if I sent it to you. It's kind of relating to that. So I saw this post on Instagram earlier today, and it was like 3 messages. This guy was texting a girl. First message was like, yo, like, I really do like you. Like, just have feelings for you. Second message, but like, what was it like? First message was like, yo, I really do have feelings for you. And he was like, yo, like, I really want to see where this can go. Like, hit me back. Third message, I just busted a night. Had to get a quick night. I'm good. I don't really care shit for you. That shit was so funny. Because somebody was saying do y'all think post nut clarity is not a thing? Y'all think it's a thing or you think it's not?
That's a fact. That's a thing. Like,
Thank you. What? Thank you, bro. After you get that nut, you be feeling guilty as a motherfucker. Like,
bro, that's in the dictionary, nigga.
Be like, yo, what the fuck did I just do? Like, this bitch is really treachy, my guy. Like, yo, what? She's a squally, bro. She a little Uchi Wally Uchi Bang Bang. Like, yo, what did I just do? If y'all don't know what the hell that is, y'all just did not have a cool childhood. Anyway, but I'm not calling old woman treachy. I'm not doing that. But no, I'm just saying, like, that's horrible. But I want to go back to this question with what you said. I don't want to take up too much time on that.
Most
embarrassing moment. What about you, Dre? What's one of your most embarrassing moments so far?
Shit.
No.
I can't really. I know I've had it, but I really can't think of the specific situation right offhand. There is one or a few.
Yeah.
So
I know one about here.
So, you think you in your bag, right? You think you about to, you know what I'm saying, get with a chick and such, right? You take a little too long to pull the trigger, and she say she got a boyfriend. Right before that happened, I was thinking about you all day. Sorry, I got a boyfriend. I was sad for about like 2 days. And then we was in the same room because we had to do this little college application thing. And bro, I couldn't even stare in the direction, bro. I was hurt. I was like, damn. And it's this Andre 3000 track called Vibrate. I played that shit on repeat for like the past 2 weeks. I was hurt. I was like, if I can prevent this from happening, never again. Actually, I got another one. Ooh. All right, so all right. I mean, we at Wake Tech now, right?
You look so hurt even telling this. A little bit older, yeah. Because first he said filling out college apps, and now he's in school.
All right, so we at Wake Tech now, right? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my bag once again. You know what I'm saying? I got better since the last time, but I still ain't know what to do. So, just pacing around is, when you young, but you older, but you still got a young mindset sometimes, and you stare at a chick for a while, like, oh, she look good. Damn.
Especially at Tech, right?
Shit. Damn. But you don't know what to do yet. So, all right. So I got up, whatever, right? Because I had to go to class. But I got up, saw this nigga. I was like, yo, this girl says to the bag. Like, yo, go so. I was like, no, bet. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, what's good? You can't get your number, da. She was like, oh, I got a boyfriend. So I'm like, you know what? Yo, this never happened. I never saw you. I never talked to you. Yo, have a nice day. And I was out.
Damn. All right, so.
I got 2 like Dre.
I got 2 as well. I think y'all gonna get a kick, but I want to hear yours.
So I'm doing AAU, and they know everybody on the bus know I like this one girl. We were on the bus on a long road trip. This started as soon as we took off. So I'm on my phone texting this girl named Blank, and I think I'm texting this girl named Blank, and I'm going back and forth like, oh my God, baby, you fine as fuck, you thick as fuck, and then we didn't even say thick back then. Like you pretty as fuck.
Your shit got the wagon, yard,
bro. And I was like, she's like, I didn't have her number, so it was just like the, you know what I'm saying?
See, this is where I be messing up, bro. Oh God,
bruh. The nigga two seats back was pretending to be the bitch that I like, and this is what really made me mad, though. How far he took it.
You gotta throw hands, my guy.
That nigga was gay as shit for bruh. I was literally texting this nigga like he was a bitch, and we were trying to get it, and he was really trying to get it too. It was like, yeah, I want to fuck you.
Oh my God.
He's like, I'm with it.
Said, yeah, daddy, give it to me. Yo, what?
And I look back and this nigga was rubbing his nipple. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on, bro? Why is this nigga doing this? Like, is this a prank or are you gay, bro?
He said, yo, it's all jokes instead. Yo, this nigga said all jokes instead of truth, bro.
Why are you asking me to send you dick pic? Bro, why are you pretending?
Yo, he went that far and asking. Well, too bad. I got worse stories than that, but I'm not even about to put that.
This nigga went so far, bro, and he went out of his way to do that shit. And I'm looking so stupid, bro. I'm like, everybody in the bus is laughing at me. Remember, this is the beginning of our set off. So we have a long ass drive there. And I said in my head, bro.
How did he even go about doing that?
He had my number though.
Wow.
But I didn't have him because obviously he's a weirdo. If he's doing shit like that, I don't fuck with weirdos. But bruh, I said the instant we stopped for gas and I have to get out of this car, I'm whooping this nigga's ass. And we didn't stop for a long time, but as soon as we got out, I pulled up my pants, rolled up my sleeves, and whooped this nigga ass until we left. Until the gas tank filled up, nigga. And that was a bus. You feel me? I whooped this nigga's ass for 3 minutes. But yeah, so that was one. A nigga pretending to be a bitch weirdo.
I smacked a gay nigga in front of mad people before. Not focusing on the point that he was gay, but fucking, he did some neck shit when I was walking out, and I just.
This nigga said, "Let me see your dick." Like, well, who's
that's wacky, bro? Hey, nigga said, "Let me see that chocolate noodle." Yo, what? Niggas, I'm fishing with the wet noodle.
And he was calling me baby and shit. I'm like, whoever does this is gay as shit.
Nigga said, yo, don't call me baby, call me Papi Chulo.
So my second one is, I think, let me think.
That's crazy.
I had it right on this, but that shit was so crazy, bro.
That's crazy.
That's really wild, bro. What? Nigga say, yo, send me a dick pic so I know it's real. See, yo, I don't send dick pics at all. Like, I've gotten nudes before, but I've never sent a nude.
I mean, I didn't send it. Thank God. I mean, I don't know why.
Yo, it would have been over. Yeah, it would have been over for your ass, bro. You would have been as famous as that nigga that got knocked out at our high school. Nigga got on World Star in not even 3 hours. And my niggas in New York sent me the video of him knocking himself out. I'm not going to talk shit about him. I don't know the kid, but I know he got knocked the fuck out by himself. But continue. Second story.
Second story. I'm having trouble recollecting it right now. Every time I tell that first story, it's like I just get stuck in that. I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? But yeah, we can go to Travis real quick.
All right. I've told some pretty embarrassing stories. Like the I got next story, that wasn't embarrassing. This shit was just funny, and it was very, very real, just pathetic. The embarrassing story, pretending to be gay in front of my girl's dad or whatever, or her uncle rather. Excuse me.
I just remembered it.
Oh, you got it? Boom, go.
Oh,
please go if you got it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I was processing which one I wanted to tell first.
So I got a friend, and he's foreign. He's foreign. Yeah, he's from. I want to say Hawaii so bad, but it's the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
And we were good friends. We tight as fuck. No, pause. That sounded weird, but
it wasn't until you tried to say pause. You didn't have to pause it, bro. I got you. Y'all were cool.
He was young. I think we was in high school. We just got to high school. I'm in his house, and he's like, and we're his cousins are there, and like there's two girls, and I was like, yo, one of them, like they kind of cute, and he told me that he told me some phrase that was supposed to mean "what's up," right?
That's the most. See, this I don't trust people when it comes to like them teaching me language. I learned it for myself.
So apparently, what I went over there and said, "Nugo Migalo." Apparently, I told them niggas to lick my ass, and they was like, "What?" And they got up and walked. Like, what the fuck did I just say? It was.
What was I just telling you? See? What was I just telling you? I'm like, what was I just telling you? I'm like, nah, it's him, bro. I'm like, he's the one that be having the biggest slip up. I catch myself. He ain't told you it's this nigga, bro. Yeah, you lucky to catch. Yo, you're so lucky that my line wasn't working just now. Because they would have ran it back like, ooh, who's this nigga?
Fuck it, nigga. Skip me.
Nah, you already there, bro. Finish. He can edit it. He's just gonna keep the laughters, and people gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
the
what?
funny
What's so
thing
funny?
is, he called this nigga yesterday. This nigga called him yesterday.
Wow, you making it worse because
No, he called me.
That's what I meant.
But I just wanted to. But I had to tell him what you said about the thing. So
yeah, that was. Keep going.
Yo, this is what makes the podcast lit. Yo, y'all just don't know. It'd be the simplest slip ups that y'all won't ever see. But man, if we had like a gag reel, oh my god! If DZN had a gag reel, no, we can't even do that. We would all nope. Forget I even said that. I don't even want no ideas of that being out there. But please continue.
Guy was laughing. I was like, "What the fuck going on? Like, fuck them. They don't fuck with me." There's a dude sitting beside the girls who had just left, and I was like, "Chuga Megalo," right? Remember, I'm saying, you know what I'm saying,
like,
right?
yo, lick my ass, bitch.
And this nigga was like, "Yo, what's wrong with this nigga?" Yo,
nigga said, "Chuga Megalo,"
and he got up. I'm like, "All right, bro, these niggas are tripping. Either that or this nigga telling me a phrase is retarded." So of course I looked it up on the dictionary. Google Translate was around back then. And I looked at that shit, I was like, I know I did not just tell half the niggas at this party to lick my ass.
Nigga pulled the rush hour.
With the dopest delivery.
Yeah, nigga pulled the rush hour. Nigga said, on an A, untie, why not? Like, fucking, what did Chris Tucker say?
Now, on ski.
Yeah, like, oh man, nigga pulled the rush hour on poor bastard. That's rough, buddy.
You gonna cut that, right?
I gotta, of course, yeah, I gotta cut his name. Yeah, I'm not cutting the story, I'm cutting his name.
Yeah.
This is why we can never go live, because of this nigga right here, bro.
Right, you try to I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, yo, I catch myself. Because the first time he did it, yeah, we can keep this in there, but the first time, like, I really noticed he did it. We was at old boy's house, and he was like, oh, wait, you talking about? I was like,
I did that as a joke.
No, but there was one time he did it afterwards, like completely oblivious, and we all just looked at each other like, that time that couldn't have been a joke, bro. I know this nigga had to be so serious, bro. Woo!
Yeah.
Nigga, so he said, hey, lick my ass. Yo, what? Yo, we got one. Like, yeah. Oh my God. And embarrassed, that's those two, man. The first one is rocky, bro. Like, nigga said, send me a dick pic. Yo, you would just have to get it with him, bro. Like, nah, you can't even get it with him because he might want it. Never mind. Can't even get it with him.
Well, I gave him what he wanted that day. I whooped this nigga's ass for 3 minutes.
All right, an embarrassing moment, one that I haven't told. Yeah, I got a pretty much of embarrassment. All right, I got claimed and didn't do shit about it. I know Dre loved this story. So there was this girl in high school who I had a crush on. I couldn't even say her name without smiling. I could say her name now, but I'm fucking up already. Damn it. Well, I don't care about her anyway. It was some girl that I had to think for in high school. it? My voice cracked talking about her and shit. I had a thing for this girl, right? Mm-hmm. And I just kept avoiding her. Like at one point, she actually wanted to talk to me because one of my older girlfriends had said something to her. One of my homies' girlfriends was talking to her about me, but I had a whole girlfriend at this time, right? So I clearly wasn't gonna do anything about it anyway. But then me and my girl broke up. I was single, and this girl I had a crush on from way back when. Was feeling the kid. I was getting roasted by my homies, and then she jumped in and started roasting me too. And nothing is worse than when your crush start jumping in it on the bandwagon and just like start roasting you in front of your homies. But then like one of my homies had pushed me, whatever. Like no, he got close to me and I shoved him. Right, like all right, yo, keep playing with me. And like yeah, what's up, my nigga? I can say it. My nigga Rome. My boy Romeo, he threw his hands up like who's about to fake fight or whatever, like and what you call it, like he got in my face. I got ready to like step up, but little mom step in between, like yo, first off, you're not about to be talking to my man. Like, do you see him? Do you see me? That's my man. So you're not about to, like, I'm mad oblivious to everything. I don't even care if it was like even legit or jokingly or whatever, but she just kept saying it over and over or whatever, but she kept trying to talk to me at one point, and I didn't realize. And then when I needed to try, I didn't try hard enough, and when I needed to try, I didn't try hard enough, and when I did try, it wasn't enough. Or I did too much.
You should be like, get him, baby.
No, and that's crazy. I low-key started to, but I'm like...
Yeah, the process was happening.
Exactly. But that was one of the most embarrassing things because everybody, like, all my homies know that was a long-time crush. Like, she's the only person who one of the only few people I've seen, like, happen to see going back home on the street and still suck that word. One of the last times I went back home to New York or whatever, I was leaving the skate park with my homie to go to my boy's job. He worked at this vegan restaurant. And we were talking about her, funny enough. And I'm like, he said, yo, what if you would have run into old girl again? I'm like, she probably got a whole nigga, man. I ain't worried about her. That was high school. You know what I'm saying? I ate my words so fast because I was like a whole little 14-year-old boy again. Because she's literally, I cannot make this up. She's literally walking towards us as we're having this conversation. Like, I see her short little mini me ass from deep, and I know it's her. I'm like, you ever try to fix yourself before you do something? Like, whether it be just to get up or just, I was doing the fucking most. I'm type sweaty, just finished skating, had a full session, and I'm like, do I take my shirt off? I'm like, nah, that ain't the move. I'm like, do I turn around? I'm like, nah, that's pussy.
Take your shirt.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what do I do? But what's the move?
Where were you at?
I'm back home in New York, and this is summertime here.
Well, like, where were you at though? Outside, inside?
I was outside.
Okay.
Yeah, I was outside. We was leaving.
Take your shirt.
Bro, I just want to take my shirt off, show my chest.
What was
I took my shirt because I was sweaty, bro. And I'm like, I think I had a tank underneath or whatever. And at that time, I was still like kind of alright. But I'm like, damn, yo, what do I do? Like, and it was crazy. I was pressing myself so hard. And then when she got there, I'm like, hey. I'm like, what's up? 2 for 2.
Let's make some motherfucking 2.
Alright, so if y'all don't know, we just had to make a cut because things just happened that didn't need to be said. Anyway. I came at this nigga, that was my comeuppance. I came at Zoe so hard and I got mine. You feel me? Anyway, so she came up. Fucked up so bad. Anyway, so look, she come up or whatever. Now she's walking towards me. I'm like, hey, yo, what's good? I'm like, hey, blank or whatever. I really fucked up, bro. I fucked up so bad just now. I was like, I'm like, hey. I'm like, what's up? Said her name clearly. And she was like, oh my God, hi, like, Travis, right? I'm like, yeah, it's been a minute. Like, oh, how you been? Whatever. She had a whole like birthday balloon in her hand and everything. And I'm like, her short ass stayed fine. Like, damn, like some people like hit a glow up. Like I hit a glow up my senior year of high school. My junior, senior, I glue up from junior to senior. And then once I graduated, afterwards, I don't know what the hell happened to me. Anyway, but her, oh my gosh, she was looking amazing. I'm like, I'm like, yo, I look like a sweaty pig. Like, yo, what's good? And I could not help wonder why I was stressing so hard talking to the shorty I haven't seen in years. Or even cared to hit up. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, yo, part of me at that time wanted, and here this thing go. You got the camera on me, but you should have caught that. Yo.
I wouldn't have done it if the camera was on me.
I would. Anyway, I'm just playing. So it was just crazy, but it was embarrassing because I got so stuck trying to figure out what to say anything to her. You know what I'm saying? It was so embarrassing. And my boys been not letting me live it down. Like, I stopped to talk to her. One of my homies, he walked ahead. My boy Felix walked ahead. I could say his name. That's not a problem. I walked ahead, and my boy Felix, he's looking back at me. He's like, no, this nigga is not getting stuck like this. On one girl, bro. Like, no, he's not getting stuck like this on someone he hasn't seen in years. That's how bad I had a crush on her in high school. Ask any one of my homies if they ask. No, they may mention my ex first. Fuck that bitch. But they're gonna mention someone else who. I'm telling myself here. But if you ask them one, like, who was one of those people I had a crush on that I just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for, her name is up there. Man, that was embarrassing. But yeah, that's just one story. I'm gonna keep the second one really short and sweet.
Did she say, make out?
Nigga said, I'm gonna eat it from the bike. Anyway. Nah, so next embarrassing moment I had. I'm trying to think. I was gonna give one where we're at, but this nigga here. So a few years ago, before I moved into the place I'm at now, I was always going across the street to the gym almost every morning, every night, right? I caught myself hitting chest day. Chest and traps. So when I work out, I remain focused. I don't care about any of the shorties that go past. I don't flirt with them. Don't do any of that. I'm there to work. That's how I've always been. There was this one lady, older shorty. I swear she did it on purpose. She had her little leggings on or whatever, and I'm doing my traps or whatever. I got the bar coming up, boom, coming up, getting it right. Focusing, got my music in, ignoring everybody else. I go to get my change the bar out to get something heavier. I went to go reach for it. She placed her hand over mine to go pick it up. I'm like, oh, my bad. If you need it, you can use it. She's like, oh, no, it's okay. I'm like, yo, I didn't mean to touch you. My bad. I mean, I didn't mean it. The way I'm talking right now is what I did. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So she insisted I took the bar. And I know she kept staring at me. I'm like, don't even look at her. Just keep going. Keep on. She had to be like at least in her late 20s. So, as I said, I'm trying to lose focus. I fucking get on the chest press or whatever, right? I got 245s on both sides, trying to max out what I can, and I had someone to spot me. So, I'm cranking it. I'm doing a wide grip first, come down, did 2. Then I did the close grip, do 2, wide grip, do 2. So again, all right, trying to get it. I got it. I put it back on the rack. I'm sore. I get up. Boom. Her ass is straight in my face. Like, she had bent over to put something else down, and my face went like dead face, like almost into her ass. I'm like, yo. But it was crazy. I'm like, whoa. And here's the funny thing. If she would have smelled, I would. No, you're not sucking your fingers over here, bro. Nigga said, "That booty." No, I was not eating her ass, nigga. Her ass was just in my face when I sat up. Cause like I used my momentum to push me up, and it was right there.
There's
I'm like,
no way she was there on accident, though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, like, I'm really just trying to work out. Y'all trying to make a nigga's dick flops. Like, what's wrong with y'all? Like, yo, Mac, bro. But the shit was so embarrassing because she was like, oh my God, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, you're from the my station, so no offense, man, but like, what are you doing? Like, I got so proper on her ass. And she was like, don't worry about it. She said, don't worry about it. It's okay. She walked away. I started blushing so hard, and I'm just looking at her walk. She looked back at me and kept walking again. I'm like, she fucking caught me lacking. God damn it, I gave in. It was only embarrassing because, like, I try to stick to one golden rule. If I'm there to work out, I'm there to work out, and that's it. Like, if I'm talking with other people while I work out, I'm a friendly person. I'm not trying to flirt. It was just embarrassing to me because I fucked up my own rule, and her ass was in my face. And she hit the fucking wagon, too.
Oh, can I tell an embarrassing story? It's not from me. It's like from somebody I know, but then I hear her tell it. Okay.
So anyway, Peter and Paul was.
I'm weird. Naming names though. So we're in the lunchroom, and it's like around prom time. It's high school, obviously. So my homie, he's like me, kind of skinny, you know, kind of tall, you know, kind of awkward, shit like that. And he's trying to ask this girl out, and we both know she's bad as shit. But he has no kind of like respect and shit. So like I was on the team, he wasn't, like, you know. So a dude came over wearing all camo and started like
Bad sign already.
Started flaming him. He was black too. He started just flaming this nigga. It was like, this is a goofy ass nigga for no reason. I don't know why it was like, this is a goofy ass nigga. This is stupid ass. And I was like, bruh, so you come over here looking like the Loch Ness Monster. You want to lecture this nigga about being goofy.
Right. Like, what sense did that make, bro? You're dragging it.
Nigga looking like a fucking army soldier who didn't make it and shit.
Nigga looking like a G.I. Joe. Fuck you talking about?
Like, why are you wearing camo? First of all, people who wear camo, I just question, like, the school, like, why?
That nigga look like he should be long in the bushes and shit. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, like, go do that shit.
Nigga said, I'm Frank Castle! Castle!
So I'm trying to help my dude. He's kind of helpless. And then he was like, I think it's time. I was like, think it's time for what? Like, I'm going to go ask the girl. And this nigga unbuttoned his shirt. I was like, I know this bird chest ass nigga did not just unbutton this nigga's top button.
Hey, yo, sometimes you got to show up that little... I don't have, like, a lot of chest hair to begin with. I think it's kind of gross and sweaty. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I play with my shit before.
Nigga.
Facial hair.
That nigga had a bird chest. We both did, but at least I knew it.
Right.
So I'm like, I know this bird chest ass nigga did not just unbutton his top. But I'm trying to save him so he can get what he wants. And, like, I'm trying to, like, be his homie and not be a not shit homie. Let him go up there. Like, and this nigga put out a rose out of his pocket. I was like, we're getting somewhere. I'm like, bro, button your shit back up, dog. And go over there and say some smooth ass shit. Think about what you finna fucking say.
If he had some smooth shit, like some real suave shit to say, and he had that, then I would let him be. But if he was anything like me, my freshman, nope.
Man, I could see his shot every 5 seconds. It's like when niggas do some shit and they disappear, like, you know, like when it's a timeline story and their dads never met their parents.
Yeah, it's just like the odds. Every time he takes a step, the odds get lower, higher. It's like a walking stock option and shit. It's like,
I saw this nigga shot the whole time.
God.
I'm like, oh shit, break. So I had to help him out. I'm like, bro, sit there and think about what you're going to say.
Loki just said his name, right?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't? I thought you did.
I don't think I did.
No. Stop capping. Stop.
I thought he said, I'm not saying name, but I heard Brick, but I'm like.
Oh, no.
Okay,
Stop capping.
So homie was.
I'm not capping.
I said, sit right there and think about what you finna say. Don't go over there and try to freestyle. Man, we've been freestyling Carl all life, but we know you can't do that. So I'm trying to help him, like, in the best way possible, tough love. And we sat down. I was like, all right, so bro, what you gonna say? And he said, you're the love of my life. I'm like, oh shit. Nope. I know this. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta write this nigga script. I'm like, bro, take that rose over there and be like, I wasn't actually sure. I was one of the niggas giving advice that didn't know what to do himself.
I mean, but I'm not even gonna cap. Sometimes those are the ones that, you know, that have the idea of what they want to say, just don't get around to be doing it, and it'd be low key good advice. Be like, take your own advice. I get it.
I'm like, yo, bro, you got the biggest heart out of anybody I know. Just go over there and be bravery. Just go over there and say, like, hey, I want to take you out to prom, you know, and then hand her the rose, and then, you know, do some shit like that. Nigga walked over.
Nigga said prom. That brought back nightmares.
Hell yeah. I actually got asked. That was a cool thing. But he went over there. I was like, hey, look, go over there and say how you feel, and you're not gonna fail.
I mean, he might fail. She could just break the rule. Let me shut up. That's fucked up. Go ahead.
That nigga trying to pull a Chance rapper.
And this nigga said, hey, everybody. I'm like, oh shit.
Yo, he was one of those. I can't even get mad.
This nigga's so brave, but like he's so. This nigga has the biggest heart out of anybody I know, bro. This nigga went up there and said, hey, everybody, I want to take. Her name is not Cynthia, but we're just gonna say Cynthia. I want to take Cynthia out for prom, and he walked up there and gave her the rose.
Her boyfriend be like, no, nigga.
And then like the girlfriend took the rose and was like, no. And then like she bent that shit and broke it and threw it on the ground. Like, she's not going with you. I'm sorry, you're a weirdo.
So she was gay.
You're weird. No, bro. She was just a rude bitch. He was like, no, sorry, she's not going with you. You're a weirdo.
See, I had a girl do that to me with my prom day. I'm not gonna get into it just yet.
It's like, thanks, bye. I was like, oh shit. I just told that nigga to go and say what he had to say. He won't fail. But that was embarrassing.
Technically, that's not even on him. That's on
Chance
that
the Rapper
bitch.
failed and he met Kanye West.
Good point.
So, you know, it is what it is.
See, I feel for him because I'm gonna see the exact same thing happen to me. I had asked this girl to prom my junior year. Look at me fiddling with shit because I'm scared to tell this story. I asked this girl, I promposed with her. I never promposed. And it's crazy, the people that were nowhere near ended up hitting me up like, yo, good shit on your promposal, bro. Like, you can't believe you asked this girl to prom like that, bro. Because I promposed in front of her entire class. But I didn't ask for an answer that day. I wanted her to think about it. Plus, if she would have said no, and it's crazy, I don't have any recollection of actually going there and going in and asking her. But the foot on the video that was taken of me, I was on my suave shit. Like, I went from like scared little boy to, it was like real. I'm like, that's not me. But it was crazy. The next morning when I saw her, my friend set me up. I'm thinking I'm about to go talk to my friend, but it's the girl I asked to prom. She's sitting out there looking all anxious. I'm like, she about to tell me no, it's all good. Before she even gave me an answer or whatever, one of her friends come over, wrapped her arm around her, and she was like, oh, so you're the nigga that asked my girl to prom. I'm like, who the fuck is you? Like, I ain't say it, but I really wanted to just be like, fuck out of my face, you stupid. Get out of here, bozo. You want because I didn't ask you? Go somewhere. I don't even know you. But anyway, she started telling me, like, she can't go. She's not going with you. And I'm like, oh, look, to be fair, man, you can say all you want. But I ain't asked you, I asked her. And I know she got a voice of her own. It sounds beautiful, so let her use it.
Fire for this nigga.
And I'm like, it was cool because I got a yes, but she was like, all right, you know, nigga stood his ground, whatever. But people like that, bro, friends like that, female friends like that especially, back the fuck off. Let your friend make their own decisions, bro. Like, that shit is so annoying.
So annoying, bro. Like,
bro, how are you gonna tell somebody else, like, oh no, you can't have her? Then want to be that same friend to tell her, fuck your nigga, bro, let's go be sluts. You're wildin', like, what? Like, a nigga try to talk to your shorty, like, how you doing, miss? I ain't really trying to, persuade you wrong. Just trying to, have a good time tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a call, whatever. We having a party tonight. You look good. I was wondering if you wanted to pop out, be my +1 or whatever. Sorry, but I'm in a relationship. It's kind of going some type of... Girl, no, she's not in a relationship. Do not listen to her. She's gonna go, oh, you can come too. Oh, the more the merrier. I've seen this shit in person, and I'm like, yo, if this girl really listen to her friend and go to the party, she's treats you for life. Like, yo, fuck peer pressure. Like, no. Nah, bro, nah. And I wouldn't even blame him because he asked or whatever, like, how started to come up? It was like, he was just on his Mac shit or whatever. I respect it, whatever. You had the balls to go ask, cool. But this is my problem. She told him she had a boyfriend. It was just like a tough situation. The problem was she went in to go further explain. If he had a boyfriend, he said he had a boyfriend, leave it alone. Like that. Don't even give him any other information. Don't give him anything else to try to twist to make you come out with him. Your friend, don't let her talk to you like that. I hate seeing females that let people do that. Guys too. Guys too, for that matter. But I feel like with guys though, and I see it more so like this, it's more so like if I'm saying I don't know, and I know I have nothing planned, and you know I have nothing planned, and I'm being too pussy, that's when I see a guy friend step up and be like, he just playing, yo, he'll come pick you up at like 7 o'clock. Like, that's when I see more fellas doing than I do girls. But yeah. No, and no offense, I'm pretty sure there are some out there doing both, but that's just my thoughts and opinions and my views. Good bow. Good.
I think I need one of those, like, over here.
What, like another sound device?
Just the soundboard. I don't need none of that.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I was thinking about getting a soundboard just cause, bro. Or getting one of those little sound remotes or whatever. I thought those shits were pretty cool too.
I mean, hey, man. So, all right. Let's go ahead. Have y'all ever been in a situation where you may have gotten close or have seen somebody hit or gotten hit by a woman?
So,
The whoopings count?
nah.
No.
Nah. Because if that's the case, I got my ass beat with my sister, mi madre, my grandmother. Like, no, bro. Nah, they don't count.
Have I ever seen somebody hit? Have I ever seen a woman hit?
A woman hit a man or vice versa?
I've heard stories. It happened before I got there.
I've seen. I got one I want to tell just to be spiteful, and I don't be spiteful like that. So, I make this right sweet. My ex, I do not like her, don't care for her, right? I always told her she had an issue with laying hands on people, right? Like, just, not that she fought, but she would just be doing dumb shit, extra shit for no reason. Like, if a nigga don't want to be bothered, Mac. So one day I had cut school or whatever. She was blowing just busting my mata, bro. I was just straight mad. Oh no, matter of fact, I'm lying. I was with Tyler out here when I got the message. I'm with Tyler. We went to Chick-fil-A, right? My homegirl back home, she's telling me, she's like, yo, guess what happened to your girlfriend? I'm like, yo, this is not my girlfriend, yo. Stop sucking my dick with that, bro. This is my ex. Don't associate me with her like that. So, fucking, she's like, no, bro, she got dragged. I'm like, good for her ass. What shorty did it? She's like, nah, this nigga. I'm like, nah, who? Like, I don't believe a nigga should be laying their hands on anybody unless they deserve it. Sometimes it can be self-defense. You know, we don't hear about those stories. Shout out to my nigga Johnny Depp. He's a GOAT, but save that nigga. Anyway, yeah, fucking, I don't believe, anybody should be laying their hands on anybody. But what happened was she kept playing in this nigga's face or whatever, mushing him and everything. And he, wham! If it was weave, it would have came off. But he dragged her all the way across the hall. And my problem with this was no nigga saw that this was a problem, tried to stop it. I probably would have laughed and then tried to stop it. I lied. I wouldn't even laughed. I'm trying to act like this is me. I probably no. You heard how protective I got when I found out it was a nigga that did it. I probably would have shot my fan once and then laughed at her afterwards to keep it a buck. My homies, yeah, stupid. For my guy Trav, like my homies did some shit like that. Yes, I had a questionable group of friends, but I love them to this day. Anyway, but yeah, she had got dragged by some dude, and it was just like, low key, that's what you get. He told, like, from what I was told, he kept telling her to get out of his face or whatever. He was already in a mad mood, and she kept testing his patience, trying him, and then she put hands on him. He caught you lacking. You wanted to act like a dude, wanted to act like a nigga. He treated you like one. Sometimes that's just how it is. It's not cool by any means, but sometimes that's how shit happens. I would never do it. I have 9 sisters. I wish a motherfucker would lay a hand on one of mine. I dare you.
Wait, so which way did you ask? You said if the girl ever hit the guy?
Yeah. Have you ever seen or may have gotten close to?
No.
Hitting a chick?
Oh, I lied. I've definitely hit a chick twice. There's context, and do not break that down. So I wrestled in high school, actually, and there was this girl. I used to have mixed feelings about wrestling with females, but if you step on the mat, they're not a female or a male. They're just your opponent. You just got to treat them like an opponent when you're fighting them.
Equality.
Exactly. And like once she started wrestling, bro, she wanted to spar everywhere. I remember like we had a sub. No, we didn't even have a sub. The sub never came in. We just had a free class. We legit moved all the chairs like an arena, and she just wanted to fight everyone. She's like, come on, Travis, let's go. I'm like, I'm not about to fight your ass. Your boyfriend will be so mad. I'm not about to do that. Because her boyfriend was a teammate too. And I'm like, no.
Was she short, black?
No, she was Dominican. Like, I'm like 6 foot, 6'1". She probably would have been like 5'10", 5'9". Like, nah, not 5'10". She probably been like 5'8", 5'9". She was taller. Thick Dominican chick. One of my homie from back then. Mm-hmm. But once she learned, bro, she was aggressive with the forearms and shit. I'm like, yo, I will hit you with that mean forearm, that mean crossface. And sure enough, she kept, boom, catching my shit. I'm like, all right, we're in class, mind you. I'm not trying to look like a dickhead in front of everybody. But she came in for a takedown or whatever, a single leg. I slayed, crossfaced her, and pushed her away from me. And everyone was like, damn, no, you didn't just hit her shit like that. I'm like, yo, see, this is why I'm not with it. I just let it go. I'm like, I'm not with it, bro. Not here. At practice, oh yeah, we can get the ones, but nah. But the second time I hit a girl, keep in mind, this is not me physically doing this intentionally. I accidentally hit a girl with the softball, full speed by accident. She was trying out for the softball team. I wonder, I want to call her. She was trying out for the softball team. I had played baseball when I was younger, and my sister had played softball when she was a little bit older. But I had a pretty good arm, right? I'm like, okay. That's exactly what happened, bro. So look, I was taught wherever the ball goes, your glove goes. Do not put it near your face. Big rule of thumb anyway. We had this conversation recently because I did it with my my other hand. And you were like, no, I did it with my right hand. You were like, you asked me if I'm ambidextrous. We told the story here. Do you remember that? Because I think last time we had asked me whatever, and I was like, 2 weeks ago, right? Yeah, you did ask me about it. My glove or whatever. I said I quoted my right hand, do it with my left. So yeah, I'm like, all right, whatever. I gave her my heater, boom, first one. Like I threw it twice with my left hand or whatever, just going like, I didn't want to accidentally hurt her because I knew what kind of arm I had. So then, sure enough, she had her glove there. Me and my homie ran to get ice. I told the guys in the shop that I accidentally hit a girl with a ball. They didn't want to give me ice. My homie Roman came. We got ice, and that was rough. But yeah, those are the only two incidents where I've ever laid hands on someone. Well, I don't even want to call it laying hands because it wasn't purposely, and it wasn't out of spite or anything. Like you wrestle. That's it. You beat your opponent. I wasn't worried about losing to a girl or even getting beat by one. I didn't care. This was one of my homegirls, one of my friends, but that shit was just for fun and shit or whatever. But that softball incident, yeah, that was completely, I don't even want to say, our bad. I'll say that our bad. I threw it and she definitely, it's good because she didn't have a black eye or anything. It was just one of those bad blows. It was one of those blows that could have been worse.
Yo, so have you ever played basketball against women before?
Yeah.
That is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Bruh.
How do y'all do that? That is the funniest shit I've ever seen.
But
imagine Dean up on a shorty, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm weak.
I couldn't even get that out right. Yeah, it's so cool watching shorties play.
Only thing that's like tricky is when they try to box you out. That's just like,
oh, that's the best part. I mean, keep it. But why else do you agree to play with girls?
I mean, love and basketball. We seen how that went. Best way. Let me stop.
I remember one time I was like smacked the shit out of this girl's fucking shot when she fucking tried to shoot that shit and do a layup. I fucking shit. I didn't even have to jump, bro. I just put my hand up, pow. I was like, and it was like, oh, what the fuck? Oh shit, why you doing that? I was like, well, she got on court. That's what
I started working with the whole wrestling thing. Like you stepped on the mat, you wanted to wrestle, you bet the work.
Oh, with our little group text basketball thing we used to have in here.
No. It was at JC Park when I went one day.
Oh.
It was like I was like 5 or like 7 girls. I think they came from like colleges that's around the area or some shit. Might have been from some might have been from Central or some other Shaw or some other place, some shit like that. But yeah,
I actually get that a little bit, like blocking the shot, because after a girl hit more than 2 threes and it's a close game, she not a girl to me no more.
Like they wasn't trash, so it was just like, oh, all right, I got actually gonna play now. All right, give me that shit. Bow.
When the game is on the line, I just see another nigga in the jersey. I'm gonna go get mine.
Nigga said, I got next. Like,
I'm a score.
If I could dunk, I would definitely try to dunk on one.
Drake just likes the irony of this shit. Like,
it won't even for that. It's just like, it's what it is, man.
Man, I'm telling you, it's a truth, dog. Like, there's so many things that get canceled nowadays, and there's a point to this. There's so many things that get canceled nowadays to where it's like I just saw recently this young girl trying to start a movement to cancel Eminem. Like, bitch, you were born in 2007. I'm like, yo, you were born in 2007. You were out when none of his music was like up there, like for sure. Like shut the like you were listening to Not Afraid. Like what you know about fucking My Name Is, or like what you know about Guilty Conscience. Like what what do you know about any of that? You don't. I'm like it was just different. I say that to say I'm like pleasing people, even with this conversation we just had about hating women. Keep in mind, everybody listening, we are not pro hitting women. We are pro equal treatment, but you shouldn't be landing your hands on anyone, regardless of the sex, gender, or race.
However, if anybody hits you, you gotta defend yourself. You gotta
be wise about it, though. Definitely be wise about it.
Do what you gotta do, but keep in mind the law does exist, so be wary of that.
And be careful how hard you hit people. You gotta learn how
That's
to control
why I
your
do
own
not
strength.
fight with women, because I know how hard I can accidentally hit somebody.
It's so funny, bro. I've done that. Like I played fought with my ex before, a couple of my exes, playfully, but I would never
all the time.
Because
it's fun.
Exactly. And I grew up in New York where the shorties be wanting to fight you, bro. The easiest way to tell, like, and if you watch any relationship, even out here, if you see a homie and his girl, I'm trying not to say nigga, y'all. If you see a homie and his girl arguing or whatever, and you see he's grabbing her arms down or whatever, like, yo, trying to, like, get her to talk, he's not keeping her arms down because he's trying to calm her down. He's trying not to get swung on. Like, I've legit seen it, bro. Like, I've had an ex or whatever, and, like, she would just throw shit, bro. She would throw shit and then hit me. Like she got it from her abuela or something. I'm like, nah, you got it.
Chinese and Spanish chicks throw shoes and shit at you.
Bro, let me tell you, a lot of my exes hit hard, bro. I ain't even gonna cap. Matter of fact, one of my best friends, she hit me uber hard in the face once by accident. Like she was trying to spar and everything. I'm like, all right, my homie's in here, her boyfriend or whatever. And I'm like, all right, whatever. You want to spar? Spar. And I was just like, let her throw her hands or whatever, being a shadow boxer with her. And I'm like, see, you hips wide, so you can get that good swing out. I'm like, all right, I'm letting her check it or whatever. I'm blocking it. And I'm like, you got to find that one opportunity. I'm talking her through it, and boom, she caught me like how I just caught this thing. Like, she hit me. She's like, oh my God. Y'all don't know, but the name I just said is me. But there's only, I'm not, what, fuck it. The person I'm talking about is my friend, right?
Oh,
so,
shit!
Now we're gonna call all that out.
Saying, nobody can ever get on me for saying names again.
No, but I chose to just.
Nigga tried to get Buck and was like, nah, we gotta cut that out. My nigga. Nah, I'm tweaking, my nigga. I'm tripping.
Nah, but anyway, so my friend Rachel, she what'd you call it? Like I was letting her spar, whatever. We were talking through it, and she was doing exactly what I said, but too well, and she caught me lacking. I was like. And you know how you get hit or you get caught and you just like, man, you try to play. I was like, all right, you got it or whatever. Even if you get like, in a roasting session, you don't got shit else to say, like all right, and you trying to think of something else to say, like, all right, bet, copy. It was kind of one of those moments because when she hit me, I'm like, all right, I'm not bleeding, but it was a pretty good shot. Man. A little more knuckle, you probably would have like nicked some blood on the inside.
What's the best roast that you ever said to somebody?
Can I do one on hitting? If parents' whoopings count, bro. If they counted, I would have said this. So I was at my nigga's house. We were playing 2K, and then his mom kept on bugging him while he was playing 2K. And go ahead, play the music. I was waiting for it. He was bugging him while he was playing 2K. He was like, Mom, chill out, get out the room. And he's like, could you leave for a minute? And I walked out of the room and went downstairs, for myself something to eat. And when I got back, this nigga was so quiet. It looked like they ran a drill beat on this nigga's face. I was like, bro, what the fuck? I was like, bro, are you good? That nigga was saying drill beat on
Nah, see, bro, I had friends' parents who were like,
nigga, I was about rapping, bro. I was been a rap.
Bro, I didn't had friends' parents who like they would yeah. I had friends whose parents, they would check you too if you were acting out of pocket.
Oh, swear?
Swear to God. Like, I was never one of those children to get like hit or whatever, but I've had homies. Well, I got my ass whipped by my parents, but that's as a kid. But years ago, I was at one of my homies' house, and one of our boys had his feet up on the couch or whatever. They playing a game or whatever. I think they might have been like playing Tekken or some shit. And my friend's old man came in the house like, yo, get your goddamn feet off my couch, nigga. But it was so funny because he was like, yeah, all right. And he was like, yo, what? Nigga threw off. I forgot what he threw at him from deep. But he just threw it. Like, you ain't my kid, so I ain't about to beat you like you are. But you in my house, motherfucker. It was so fucking funny. He's known the kid for years, like, because he knew my homie, and because he was my homie's father, and he knew my the other homie that was there. Like, he was being fake disrespectful, but it was just, like, funny to see him, like, wham. But those niggas were serious, bro. You were disrespectful. Anybody would pop you. Niggas in the street, like, they didn't know your parents or whatever. Niggas saw you acting a fit. Hey, yo, get your shit together. That's your mama. You better listen to her ass. You don't, someday you may be in the street dealing with a muff like me who will treat you like light work. Like, I've seen niggas do shit like that growing up, yeah. But I was never the one to be that disrespectful. So
Tom Brady, that nigga.
Right.
7 Super Bowl championships.
Oh, God. Damn. You were getting ready to... You started saying something else, and then...
Oh, yeah.
What is your best roast that you think you've ever said to somebody?
I don't got a best roast I've said to someone.
Top 5, top 10.
All right. I'll start with one that was said to me. And it was when we were in high school out here. So... Shut up, Trey. So... It was good. It was so good. So I have a problem with my vision. For those of you who've never seen us live on the podcast, I have some pretty thick ass glasses, right? Now when I wrestle, I can, see what's in front of me to fight, but on the daily, I need them.
He got window seal on his face.
Shut the fuck up. All right, so like that, like I can say shut the fuck up. It doesn't bother me like that, right? Like I've heard so many. Growing up, I've heard far worse in New York, like far, far worse. But there was one that got me good. And this girl, Kayla. Man, I thought she had the real deal or whatever, but she was passing around her phone. She said, yo, can you pass me that? Like, shout out to Trav real quick. Like, I think he lost this. It was a picture of binoculars. I was like, all right. Because I had broke my glasses and shit. I'm like, all right. It was just, she was coming at my glasses because of how thick they were. They look like binoculars with her. But it was funny with how she did it and said it. And I'm like, yo. At the moment, I was hurt. I'm not even going to count. I was hurt, but I knew it was funny. I'm like, all right, you got it. I wanted to go to the house and cry. But it was good. It was so good, man. Roast that I got someone else on, though. I don't like roasting people. Like, I did when I was younger, but not looking back, some shit was just childish. Like, it was just child play. But the funniest shit I've done heard. As a writer, that's horrible. Some of the funniest shit I've heard, which is also the most disrespectful, there was this dude I knew who could almost bag anything, right? Well, let's call him Game. His name is Game. Let's call him Game. Because that's his name in the show.
You need not write a novel,
No, that's his name in this show that's before you guys.
This nigga's symbolism was off the charts.
And they said, we're going to call him Game. Because I always just thought he had the best game in the world, like when it came to hollering. He was not pussy. So, let's say Game was talking to this girl. Now, she was pretty. I thought she was pretty, whatever. She really had a thing for him. I didn't really care about her like that. So we dating her, but whatever. So, apparently, she had went over to his house, whatever, right? And, like, this is what before I say this, shorties, dudes, you don't got to do everything for someone to please you or to please someone. It's not necessary. Like, if a nigga say, hey, yo, baby G, just suck it. It made me feel better. Like, or anything along those lines, walk the fuck away, bro. Or just walk away. Niggas, if she be like, what about equal treatment? Like, I'm gonna suck your dick, but you're not gonna eat me out. Well, then again, turnabout is fair play, but pleasure beats pleasure. But what I mean, like, if they got you doing something to make you feel guilty so you could do it, walk away. It ain't worth it. He got half of her. He didn't guilt trip her. She just wanted to do it, but he didn't want anything from her like that. So he had said, like, he was roasting her. I cannot begin to get. She had, you know what a pug looks like, right? Mm-hmm. The dog. So. I'm not calling her out on saying how she looks because I'm not the sexiest nigga alive. But she was pretty. But she had like space in her. She had the gap teeth or whatever. But with her face, it looked like her teeth was pushed in or whatever. And He was like, something, like, that's why I nut in your face, bitch. It looked like a fucking horse butt kicked your ass or whatever. And I'm like, I wish I could say it the way he said it, just so y'all can, like, relate and laugh to the shit. But it was like, but he said this in front of a cafeteria full of people. I'm like, yo, you just hurt this girl, bro. Why would you do that? But then he said some slick shit under his breath, like, shit, she should have never let me get a nut. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, that's why I don't get, bro. I'm like, yo, I be thinking I'm bad sometimes, but I'm like, no way in hell was I that bad, bro. That roast shit was petty.
I know my best roast.
Oh, let's go.
Man, the day, look, we was on the bus on the way to, we was on the bus on the way home. So.
High school.
Yeah, so you know how, like, if I was the coolest nigga there, like, there's a hierarchy of cool niggas there. Like, the top wasn't there. Like, the top 2 wasn't there on the third down. That was me. Okay, so I had to assume the position. You know what I'm saying? I had to be the resident cool nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't.
That's my nigga, though. I'm not even gonna cap. That's my nigga, though.
Oh, you know, big light skin? All right, yeah. So, I'm just gonna say it. Wasn't there, so I had to assume the coolest nigga.
Dropping.
So, this nigga who usually dressed like a bum every day came to school with the firest outfit in the world. And you would think he'd get praised for it, but he didn't.
No one ever does. Yo, first off, that was dark, nigga. He said, you would think he'd get praised, but he doesn't. Like, nigga said, it's over.
So this nigga came to school with a do-rag.
Over.
And some like frames. He had those frames that look like a circle, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do they call those?
I don't know, but I got a pair at home for
goggles.
sure.
They call them goggles?
Is it really called goggle frames?
I'm going to call them that.
Let's just call them goggle frames.
Yeah, that was black. His outfit was fire, bro.
He had the cream Abdul-Jabbar glasses on.
Nah, no. He had like the frames was just circular.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Like Wiz Khalifa, like the ones Wiz Khalifa.
Oh, okay, yeah, I definitely know what you're talking about. Okay.
All right, we're going to call them goggle frames for now, but keep going.
I'm weak. They were fire, bro. So anyway, he was wearing that. And then he was wearing a select pair of Jordans.
How do you not let this nigga live, bro?
Number 5. Yeah, he looked like he wanted to get a compliment. That's how it started.
Niggas can never come nice to school, bro. Ever. No matter where you at, niggas can never come to school nice, bro. God damn. So.
It's like and one nigga was like, nigga, if you don't go somewhere with that silicone do-rag on, nigga, you look like you came out of microwaves and shit like that. Use that silicone do-rag, my nigga. That shit was that tight.
Gosh, fucking.
He's like, man, you got a whole extra crease in your forehead from that shit. Get the fuck
so
out
is it
here.
like this? Or like this?
What do you mean?
The glasses.
Nah. Like literally like O's.
Oh damn. Oh no, I probably would have got on his ass too.
My nigga had his net worth on his face.
It said silicone do-rag. That's what killed me.
Nah, that shit's funny. Silicone do-rag.
I'm weak.
Alright, I got a question for y'all. Dre, I want you to answer first.
Wait, let him finish.
Oh yeah, please
let
finish.
him finish.
Right, finish.
Let him finish.
Finish this roast.
Man, I don't even remember it all, but one nigga said, you look like you got a silicone do-rag going. Look like you popped out a microwave. This shit giving you a whole extra crease on your forehead. And that big ass nose, you probably smell what gas prices are.
Nigga said not smell what gas prices are, my guy.
He said he had the dill pickle crease nose. Oh.
Nigga said Tommy Dill Pickle looking ass. God damn.
Nigga said he had the grease nose. Oh shit.
Nigga said you got the Woody Woodpecker, my guy. You know what's crazy? Leave it to any black nigga, bro. Once we hear roast, we just keep adding on to it, bro. It never fails. It never fails.
But I noticed he had a crease on the front of his shit and the side of his shit. So, you know, I had to jump in. I was like, so this nigga got this nigga got a double crease. This nigga got a double crease, like he got flipped and folded and served like an omelet before he came to school. All right, maybe I'm the only one that thought that was funny.
I was
He got a double crease. Like he got folded and flipped.
Oh shit. My nigga said your shoes got a treatment like an omelet, nigga.
Get the fuck out. I just heard you. Get the fuck out.
Like I said, one nigga said this shit looked like an upside down pancake. God, yeah.
Nigga said your ass look like ooh, I was ready to name.
Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga.
Y'all wouldn't know, and the world wouldn't know who I'm talking about anyway.
This nigga. Name dropping ass nigga. Look at this nigga. Look at this nigga's face.
Nah, you know who's good for I'm not gonna name drop him, but there was another nigga on the bus.
Oh shit.
Who was good for doing that shit, bro. I did a noise, and I know y'all niggas know who I'm talking about with that shit. But oh my god. I do have a question for y'all, but I might just end that for a different day. But on the road side of things, this dude was messing with this girl on the bus, right?
No.
Not who you even think, bro. Just a whole nother girl on the bus. Really Southern accent, right? They was messing with each other. She was like, bye, or whatever. And he got up. Say this is someone's ass. I know y'all can't see it or whatever, but yeah, say this is someone's ass, right? This nigga, when she got up, when she was looking, he said, and just like fake passed out for a good like 3 minutes, bro. The shit was so fucked up. Cause she turned around to see who was laughing or whatever, like what was so funny. And he was just like, this nigga was just killing himself over. Oh my god, like the nigga was just, he was too wacky, bro. Like sometimes it's the not saying shit that be funny, bro. And I feel like that's the funniest shit when you can just look at someone and laugh because y'all just here with it, bruh.
Yeah.
That shit's toxic.
Yo, there used to be a nigga in our class, and the way he used to fix his fucking glasses killed us so much.
How did he
and
used to
only
do it?
me and one other nigga could do it. It's like, it's like this. First of all, sometimes
like this?
we would turn around and catch this nigga like this. Like, who the fuck does that? What the fuck?
Look at that.
Like, dog, chill out. And the nigga would fix his glasses like.
Yeah, nobody is safe, bro. Nobody is safe.
What the fuck is this?
Nobody. Yo, there was this cat on the bus, bro. Nigga vampire. Oh my god. Were you there for that? Were you there for that, bro? Oh my god. Yo, when I tell you it was so funny, bro. Like niggas just minding their own business. Dudes are just minding their business on the back of the bus, or whatever. And they just steady playing with this kid or whatever. I'm glad I can't think of his name. I was not gonna drop him, but still, I'm glad I can't. But he had said something. He's white boy. Like I don't know what's wrong with him or whatever, but he was cool, bro. Like he was to himself sometimes. Like he would low key jump in the roast and say some funny ass shit. But he was one of those dudes that was just like, you know something's up with him or whatever, but you just let him be. He's just having fun. But when he dropped that nigga vampire, yo, I'm like, this dude is wild. Y'all just letting this shit rock. All right. I'm like, I pissed him off one day. Fuck around, you know, he wanted to air out the school. Fuck shooting the club up. It's a wrap. like, yo, oh my God. That dude was jokes. Matter of fact, wasn't he in your class, mind you? Like your graduation? I think he was in your graduation class.
I don't remember that nigga.
Shoot. If I show you a picture, you can be like, oh, this nigga here. But yeah.
Well, I called somebody burnt muffin one time, so.
You know what's so crazy?
Like when the picture comes to you quickly, that's how you know it's gonna be funny, bro.
Oh no!
Because who had a quick flash to a burnt muffin?
I did, bro. I'm not even gonna cap. I did. I called my homie's little brother a burnt match tip. I swear to God, because it was a picture. It was like my homie's girlfriend and his little brother, or whatever. She was super light.
Bro, you gotta get a picture of a burnt muffin.
Yeah. That has to, for real, that has to be like the keyframe Photoshop for this. But like his brother, his head was so black, he had a white t-shirt on, and the camera fixture, just the light exposure was not helping. And I fucking put a picture of a burnt match tip next to it and just sent it to the group chat. Everybody got on my ass, but they still laughed at the damn photo. But not a burnt muffin. What's fucked up about that is turn the camera away from me for a second. Come on, man. I thought about someone on our bus as soon as you said that.
I already know who it is, bro.
Wait, you know who he's talking about?
I think I know who you're talking about.
I got the mic here, bro. I can't say her name, bro. All I'm gonna say is steak and chocolate. That's what I thought about on our bus when you said burnt.
I put it to you this way, man. Like it was a roast going back and forth. But you know how like you standing in the bus lots, but when you just joking around and shit.
Bro,
and
tell me this is not someone on our bus, bro.
Wait. All right, so listen.
Cause now I got two people in my mind and I'm about to cry.
So it's like a roast going back and forth, right?
Right.
So it's like pass, and someone's like delivering messages like telephone or whatever. And so like I said, you know, everybody talking shit, whatever, just having fun, right? But I was like, all right. Like, but she was like getting some good ones, and so I was like, all right, man, watch this.
You are not recording yourself, by the way.
I know. But look, I was like, watch this. I'm like, yo, like say such and such, but like a burnt muffin. Went back, said it. The face, that scene when the message was delivered, it was like, oh my God.
I said a burnt muffin.
And yo, when I delivered that message, everybody else was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? I was like, what? I'm just talking. It's having fun, bro.
They said it sound like when they try to.
Did you hear about what Homeboy's little brother said? Oh my God, this nigga, he said, I drink tea when my throat hurts. What do you drink? Oh yeah, I know. I said it in that kind of voice for a reason. Do you know who I'm talking about, bro? It's one of our friends' little brothers who said this to someone else we know that I messed with.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh man.
That shit was so funny, bro. This nigga came. I was gonna say this nigga came. Well, that's the punchline of the joke. Listen to what I said the joke was. And then I said he came. That's the punchline.
All right. And this is the end of DZN Podcast for this week.
DZN Podcast.
You already know what the deal
beat on though.
You already know what the deal is, man. This is the DZN Podcast. You want to find us, you can find me, RACRD.R.E on Instagram, D.Z.N.Podcast on Instagram, DZN Podcast Network on YouTube, DZN Podcast on all podcast platforms.
That's the first time I ever heard him fuck up saying D.Z.N.Podcast.
I said it too fast, but I said it right twice. It was weird. But anyway, and you follow Nas at NV.Z_, and you can follow Zoe right here at Young_Pluto08. And Travis right here at the
Don't Be Late
King Bread from Queens and the Kings Queens Project Co. I couldn't say that right when I did my interview. You'll see that at some point. But yeah. And, man.
You butchered that 6 times in the edit, by the way.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
He said the king, the king. He did everything right, and they got to the King's Queens Project. Quo. I'm like, damn, bro. I didn't want to break it to him. He was like, yo, I fucked it up. Run it back.
You gotta do what you got. You gotta know. Like you think certain words is not hard to say until you try to say them, bro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's ridiculous, man.
King's Queens Project Company, right? Queens Bread from Queens.
King Bread from Queens.
King Bread from Queens.
And I was actually, I'll tell you guys about that afterwards. But thank you guys for tuning in. We definitely appreciate you. Much love. We're looking forward to these next few episodes as they will be the concluding parts of this version of the podcast. Be tuned when we drop more. I promise you it will be more content. We will show more love, more things to come. And I can guarantee more stories for that ass.
Yep. And remember, work hard. Get where you need to go. You know,
show love to fat bitches.
Show love to fat bitches and don't look like a burnt muffin.
And don't fight the burnt. Yo, disrespectful.
Deuce.
Later.
And if you want to be happy, don't fuck with bitches.
Oh!